place on the weekend. Trick your mind, making a friend. Cash a code, it was a welcome, and I can't wait. Still I'd run around this big town with yourself, right? It almost tears apart.
Take your time when you wanna be alone, but you don't need a better reason to go home.
Go someplace on the weekend. Trick your mind, making a friend. Go someplace on the weekend. Trick your mind, making a friend. Try someplace on the weekend. Lose your mind, find it again.
Made our way out here, I feel the best now. Open road, you can feel the sunshine. My time is yours and it feels right. Leave it up to you, it's okay, alright. Are they selling trucker hats? I'm a big nerd. If no one ever really dies, we can save the world. Power, love, energy, we can make it work. We can make it work.
Go someplace on the weekend. Trick your mind, making a friend. Go someplace on the weekend. Trick your mind, making a friend. Go someplace on the weekend. Trick your mind, making a friend. Try someplace on the weekend. Lose your mind, find it again.
Left in the cold, once moved too slow. Watch life unfold, withered and left in the cold, once moved too slow. Watch life unfold, withered and Watch life unfold. Left in the cold. Once moved too slow. Watch life unfold. Withered and old.
Hello guys, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Google छ त हौ honest किन PUBG PC किन yeah. Anyways, hello guys. How you doing? कस्तो भयो त आजको दिन? How was your day? के गर्यो दिनभरि? म त सुत्यो, उठ्यो, खायो, बस्यो, फेरि सुत्यो. आजकलको दिन यस्तै भइरहेछ हौ. कहिलेकाहीँ यसो काम गर्यो, खानासाना पकायो, पकाउन हेल्प गर्यो. पकाउन त के पकाउने एक्लै न. अलिअलि यसो हेल्प गर्यो. हात दुखिरहेकोले के गर्नु भने गेम पनि खेल्न नपाउने, त्यो चाहिँ च्याउ के. नखेले पनि के ठिक भएन. ठिक भएको भए त अब ल हो भनौँ न हैन. ठिक भएको पनि छैन. What to do? Anyways, आज के हेर्ने त? एनिमे त नहेरौँ. किनभने एनिमे हेरेर काम छैन. हेर्न हुँदैन. Like ब्यान्ड खान्छ. हैन? This one is funny.
This move was created by Yeltsin in 1987. However, it was immediately banned from all karate competitions due to its violent nature, which is why once again I urge you to use caution. Step 1 is to make a fist, ensuring that your thumb. This move was created by Yeltsin in 1987. However, it was immediately banned from all karate competitions due to its violent nature, which is why once again I urge you to use caution. Step 1 is to make a fist, ensuring that your thumb is on the outside of your fingers. If it is on the inside, it can break your thumb during impact. Do this with both hands. You now want to place your fists halfway between your chest and your hip. Once you're at this point, move them slowly from side to side, and eventually the momentum will end up with you.
Yep.
No.
Today I'm teaching you the deadliest self-defense move known to man. However, this move is only for life or death situations and not for use. This move was created by...
There's no way, man. I just get rickrolled through a TikTok in 2021. What the?
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I would want. No. Yeah, add to queue. Wait. Add to queue.
Wait, it's all a GIF? Oh, wait.
Yes. guys.
Always has been. It continue. Pretty impressive for a gift. Not fuck off. God damn it. It's just like, can it just stop? I don't know why. Why out of all memes do you have to live? I thought I killed you ages ago. I guess I never reviewed Rickroll. I'm coming for your ass, boy. I'm coming for you! Alright, memeception. What do we got? Oh, God. No. No one asked for this. Oh my off, dude. Stop. Out of all goddamn memes that lived through the decade, why does Rickroll have to be the one? Why? You can't trust anyone in today's world. Turn the picture upside down and find out why. Oh god, what happened? Where'd I go?
That was stupid, man.
Oh, here I am. Hey, hey. Oh my, never gonna. No, stop it.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Peed by Pudes. This is my response. God damn, small PP. Small PP. I still do PP because impressive.
Alright,
but
let's
small
see
PP
their response.
in here. I hope you understand what that means. That's way harsher. Yeah, you better stop. Never put. No! No! Ah! Ah! I feel my heart crack! Fine. Burrito glasses. You win this round. Big PP. You now have normal PP. But you will never! Never, baby!
Yeah, that was funny. So guys, what you want me to watch? Do you guys wanna watch anything? Anything, K? Looks like no one's watching me. Wait, this one was funny one actually. Watching 1440p. Watching 1440p. Okay. I don't think it's gonna even load, man. That's no, it's not funny. Everett Jonas flanks the flanker. Oh my god. Why would you do that? That was funny.
Of course he turns around.
Yeah, when you surf, okay.
Happy, bro. I just want the best for you.
Blind.
Standing ahead.
They're rushing me.
They are.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Ulting out.
Wow, there's two in this spawn.
Bomb down backside. Bomb down backside. Bomb.
Down. One enemy remaining.
What is he doing, bro?
Sheesh.
Yeah, I don't know if you just saw what I did.
Okay, one market.
Yeah, I saw what you did.
I'm cold. I'm cold.
This kid just TP'd backside.
Ah, that was good. Okay, what's this?
Yeah, they did.
Actually. अलिकति कस्तो कस्तो भइरहेको रहेछ आवाज राम्रोसँग आएको छैन
Yeah, they did.
Why is this?
There's two. Yeah, they did. There's two.
How did I not hit though?
I was too put off by that bloody raised crowd walking. What's good everyone, in today's video we're going to be reacting to a jet.exe type video made by Pain. I would highly recommend checking Pain out because A, he's cracked, and B, these edits are honestly so funny. Anyway, I just wanted to use this video, I know it's something different because I did mention that I'll be reacting to your guys' montages for my 250k special, and we have passed 250k, so I'm going to be making a poll. The poll will be on my channel, so just go onto the community tab and feel free to link all your montages there, and I'll be sure to react to them for probably next week. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video, and honestly I just love this video to bits. Alright, so let's jump into Pain's Breeze playtest, and I was actually featured in this a lot. Let's just say he kind of poops on me, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. Alright, so I actually remember this.
Why are you gay?
They must have said it. Oh my god. Okay, I actually remember this. And I just love the edit, by the way. I actually got two nuts AWP shots here. And then Pain on his 120 ping just runs around. I do whiff because I was panicking and he just poops on me. Little one tap to the head straight away. Look, he's one taps. Oh. No. Pain is cracked as well. He's cracked. Pain is cracked. It's busted.
Just OP, yeah.
And everyone at our team was saying that Pain was insane. And I actually asked Pain as well after this game quickly if he was Radiant or not. And I'm not sure his rank, but yeah, he definitely wasn't Radiant. He just had that 120 ping power.
120 ping power.
What?
What?
That's nuts.
No way you hit
You
that.
did it! How have you hit that?
Nah.
Can I say 120 gave me aimbot?
Yes, you can. You can say it gives you aimbot because you're insane, bro. You actually were insane in this. And every early access, I have one person who I hate playing against. In the Astra one, it was Noisy and Elementrix. Elementrix just hated in all of them because them flashes. But Pain in this one stood out to me as he was just jet diffing me. It was literally jet diffing me. The Squidward though. Oh my god.
त्यस्तो कसरी हान्छ के?
Look at Flo doing his little exploits.
Wow.
कसरी लाग्छ यार 120 ms मा?
Was that Hupie's wow? For some reason this wow just got me. Wait, listen.
Wow.
Wow. God damn it. I love these edits. I love meme edits. Outplayed by one. He's cracked. 120 ping's actually cracked. Oh my god. Looks like I'm watching myself. That was the only time I think I actually killed Pain, I'm not gonna lie. And it was just a quick scope after he whiffed. So the only reason I got a kill was because Pain whiffed. And that's funny.
Oh, that was funny, man.
Oh man, I remember
120
this.
मा कसरी लाग्छ
I
के?
remember this.
Good night, girl.
I was not expecting that up. When did that happen?
When that
When did
happened.
that happen? Hey, the edit on this is nuts. I actually love it. Look at it. The way he's messing with the audio as well is brilliant. I whiffed. I whiffed. That should be a sub sound or something. I whiffed. Look, I'm getting donked every time. Oh my god. Wait, what?
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
What the?
As if that's stuck to the boomer. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Mr. Pain 120 is cracked. Okay, I know I said he's cracked, but let me just look at my aim here. First of all, look at this boom bot. Look at this Sova dart. What the hell? And it just lands onto the teammate's boom bot. What the hell? I've not seen that before. But anyway, watch my aim here. This is noodle aim right now.
Like it, you know.
Oh my god. He's cracked. Mr. Pain 120 is cracked.
तर 120 र 40 मा धेरै फरक हुन्छ त तर कि त राम्रो हुनु पर्यो.
I remember this. Of course it's Pain who kills me on this. But look at the raise! He's crouch walking. I was too put off by that bloody raise crouch walking. Okay, this is literally what was going through my head. When I saw that raise, that was going through my head. And that's the best edit ever. Let me just watch that again. I was too put off by that bloody raise crouch walking. That was literally the raise. And I don't know why. Oh my god. Look, it's me again.
My arm is hurting, so I won't play for a few days. नत्र त खेलिहाल्थ्यो नि तैँले भन्नुपर्छ. अब यति खेल्न मन लागिरहेछ तर खेल्न मिलिरहेको छैन के. के गरौँ यस्तो.
Oh my god.
Ha! Fuck my
and there's me again! He's literally just dunked. Oh my god.
तर 120 ms मा कसरी सक्छ
And there's me again!
Ping हेरौँ है.
He's literally just dunked. Oh my god.
Like ping. ठिकै हो. 40 around 40 नै छ सबैको हैन. यसको मात्र अलिक कम छ. तर 120 ms कस्तो हाने यार. आफूले 70 मा हान्न सक्दैन जस्तो.
God. This Pain, man, is cracked. Meanwhile. Okay. You can see how defeated I am. I have no emotion in my voice at all. After these are all on me, by the way, look. Okay? First of all, you see this reaction where he does that nanny edit. Watch. This is how it feels. This is how it feels to play against Pain. He's on 120 ping, and his reactions are twice as fast as mine. And he has double, probably, no, 5 times the ping. Okay? Look, and then he gets me again. He's rapid! Look! This Pain, man, is cracked. I'm getting PTSD.
That is pain. Watching this is pain. Yeah. Like the opponent jet, every single opponent jet or Reyna, they're just fucking smurfing, man. That's what is happening here.
Genuinely feel
He's
like
smurfing.
I feel like I'm in the moment again, and it was horrible. I was horrible. I just get one tap. I just get jet diffed. That makes me feel a little bit better. It's on me again. I swear, if this kill's on me again, it's gonna be in it. Bruh. I whiffed. Oh my god. Okay. In my defense here. Okay. I know you're gonna see this huge whiff. So where is it? Let me. Okay, this. Okay, so there is this whiff, and
happens.
In my defense, what?
It's tough not playing anymore. Like, याद कहिले ठीक हुन्छ भनेर म पर्खिरहेको छु हैन. केही नरिकन बसिरहेको छु. यो लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड यतिकै सजाएर राखिरहेको छु है. अब यो हप्तामा पनि ठीक भएन भने चाहिँ हात काटेर खाइदिनु पर्ला जस्तो. काम छैन यस्तो हात है. के काम लाग्यो? यति धेरै आराम लिए पनि ठीक नहुने भए त के काम लाग्यो नि त.
What's worse, my whiff or this raise, which is grey by the way, missing his rocket on me. He whiffed his rocket, okay? I only whiffed like 20 bullets, okay? I whiffed. Pain. It's cracked. It's cracked. It's cracked.
It's pain.
And yeah, I'm glad it's now showing me a Tens advert because I need some aim in my life. Because honestly, that was such a good video and I love the edit, but it was so.
English कसरी चार्ने भन्दा सिकाउनु मलाई English कसरी चार्छ.
Painful playing against you, bro. I can literally see.
Yeah, okay. यो चाहिँ खतरा छ के यो जसको. यसको एम पनि राम्रो लाग्छ यार मलाई.
Woo! Okay.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Ethos here. Ethos. Enjoy the video.
Enemy remaining.
You one tap से क्या like
Yeah, Ethos might be the best.
Satisfying
Euro in
game.
NA. I might be the best Euro in NA.
You one tap से क्या satisfying है.
Enemy remaining.
Definitely a B hit here.
My TP.
Someone's gonna follow that TP, I think.
I don't think so. I mean, that's my footsteps there.
Giving up you.
3.
I'm down him. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Nice, Alan.
One more.
Oh.
One more. I told you, dude.
Run up long.
It's the play, man. I came up with that play. Best Euro in NA. Let's go, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yes, sir. See my little booty. Charlie got a fatty. Charlie got a fatty.
Dogging through the fire. The fire and the flames.
Yes, sir.
What the?
Yes, sir.
It's fine just said.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
what? This is खतरा यार.
Are we out? Yep.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh. Okay.
Jesus, man.
Okay, okay. तर तिनीहरू सेभमा थियो जस्तो लाग्यो त्यति बेला.
Oh my
Get it. Just give me a heal real quick.
You didn't get it. Okay.
It's like 75.
Where? Where was he?
$30 seconds left.
Here.
I'm the best. I'm the best. Let's go, man. Oh, I'm so blind, bro.
Like.
Let's go, man.
Okay. अब this is what I hate के like यो प्ल्याटमा खेलिरहेको छ के यो प्ल्याट यो रेडियनको प्लेयर प्ल्याटिनममा खेलेर अनि पेस्ट्योहरू भन्दैछ क्या लाइक आई नो इट्स फर फन होइन आई नो इट्स सेइङ इट फर फन तर लाइक स्मर्फ गर्नेहरूसँग रिस उठ्ने चाहिँ यही भएर हो क्या अनरेटेडमा गरोस् होइन मतलब छैन तर ऱ्याङ्कमा गर्छ चाहिँ अलिकति रिस उठ्ने कि लाइक रेडियन्टहरू अब तल आएर खेल्छ होइन रेडियन्ट गोल्ड अझ मेन चाहिँ प्ल्याट डायमन्डको हराउँछ कि माथि चढ्न सक्दैन त्यसपछि नयाँ अकाउन्टमा आउँछ अनि मलाई सिल्भर आइरनहरूलाई अनि त्यसपछि टोपी हान्ने यस्तो रिस उठ्छ नि लाइक मेन्टालिटी राम्रो छैन कि यिनीहरूको मैले धेरै नै यस्तो पाएँ एकजना जेट हुन्छ कि त यस्तै डुएलिस्ट नै हुन्छ होइन कि त अब लाइक सपोर्ट क्यारेक्टर खेल्यो किल जोइ त्यस्तो खेलेर अब बढी किल आयो भने त्यो त कुरा बेग्लै भयो होइन त्यो त अब लाइक सपोर्ट गर्नलाई बस्यो अनि त्यसपछि किल पायो भने लिने त्यस्तो भयो त्यो भयो कुरा बेग्लै हुन्छ कि लाइक डुएलिस्ट लिन्छ अनि त्यसपछि सबलाई मार्दै हिँड्छ एसकेएस हानेर होइन लाइक सो अफ गर्नलाई होइन लाइक that's a shitty mentality and you can go fuck yourself if you do that clearly you are a piece of shit अब यहाँ त अब पुरा ग्रुप नै भयो अब यिनीहरूलाई त के भन्ने होइन but I hate these types of thing to be honest अब रेडियन्टमै गरे ठिकै हो इमोर्टल रेडियन्ट डायमन्डसम्मै ठिकै हो अब तल आएर गर्छ त्यो चाहिँ रिस उठ्ने that's stupid man त कहिले काहीँ ठिक छ होइन but people continuously do that and that's fucking shit. Oh my god.
So blind, bro.
No. See there.
I know you did it. Player standing. Enemy remaining.
Fence.
Back to back, baby. Back to back. 1v4s, back to back, baby. Oh, yeah.
Spike planted.
You were shooting it, okay. Like नजिक बस्नु पर्ने
Showers and short.
One enemy remaining.
That's in short. Let's go, baby! I'm the best! Oh my god, I'm the best! Let the minutes be out of here.
Spike planted.
Please work. Okay.
रिफ्लेक्स चाहिँ खतरा यार तर त्यो चाहिँ खतरा होइन यार लाइक त्यस्तो कुरा गर्ने र अब that was good.
Oh boy.
One enemy remaining.
Good. God, bro.
Oh my god. Omen's in shower. Nice.
One enemy
Oh my
remaining.
Okay.
That's it.
One.
That's it, dude.
A bullet and a dream. Ooh, कति धेरै भेट्टा यार. Oh my god. 4 जना यता. Oh my god. That was good. Shut down.
Last player standing.
Bitch. उफ्रेको थियो लाइक माउसको त्यो स्क्रोल अप भएको होला कि त्यस्तो रिस उठ्छ नि त्यस्तो हुने बेला
I can't believe he just fell for that.
Alright. Ito's classic. Yes, sir.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Ito's classic, baby. Alright.
Prime Phantom is on another level. के साँच्चै नै भन्नु पर्ने.
Goodness.
You will not. Last player standing.
Shit.
So he was boosting her girlfriend. Okay.
One enemy remaining.
Bro, काय हेर्छ यार त्यो?
I'm gonna ult in a sec. There's two. I don't know. We're right there.
Ultima plan गर्न मिल्छ. What? Ultima plan गर्न मिल्छ? I didn't know that. It's OP, man. If you, that's the thing.
Over here. I'm a dog. You sell it? I do the wall stuff.
How did you doggy the wall?
Wait, I'm sending a bird.
Yeah.
Blinded him. You like that?
With the other is? Oh my god.
Get him.
Killing Alan?
Let's go. That's fair. Something like that.
Over here.
Oh, I don't have the spike. Why did I think I had the spike?
One enemy remaining.
Oh, the north top. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
Pistol किन युज गरे त्यसले?
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Yes, dude. Shot.
Hey.
Easy.
Gun here.
I'm gonna give up B heaven.
Two dead.
Spike down.
I bought my bomb.
I'm running to you. He's in B heaven. Last one's in B heaven right now. In this arena, so don't.
Yeah. B main? Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna run all the way.
I'm here.
Heal you.
Woo!
I'm talking about
Nice shot, man.
Up on top too.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
I also like this skin. You all skin चाहिँ राम्रो छ यार. यो अहिले त्यो नयाँ अपडेट आछ नि त त्यो लाइक एउटा रेन्ज भित्र मात्र आवाज सुन्ने टेलिपोर्ट गर्दा त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ अति ल्याङ हुने यार लाइक एकैछिनमा त्यो आउँछ पनि त्यसको टेलिपोर्ट हैन लाइक यसमा त अब अलिक बढी नै छ यो अपडेट हुन अगाडि नै हो यो it's OP right now very much OP
30 seconds left.
Good job, man.
Yeah, I'm actually the Brimstone voice actor.
Hey.
That sucks for you.
Down mid.
Ooh, that was so freaking good.
Oh, I dinked her too. Oh my goodness. Oh, I dinked her too. Oh my goodness.
Enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
Time to jump. 10.
Ooh, Okay.
I'm so much better. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. You have smoke? Can you smoke short?
That was good.
Flying in.
Short.
Short guy.
Enemy remaining.
Short.
Alright, flanking or something?
Short, what?
Yeah, it's actually.
Spike planted.
One right here, right here.
Sector short.
Default,
sector
one right
short.
here. One, two. Backside and default.
Okay, other guy short.
Oh, up here. Oh, I'm sorry. Landing here.
Ooh, same.
Of course. Oh, you don't think I'm gonna chase you?
Run and gone.
There's 2 trees. I'm up in heaven.
The hell is this? Oh my god.
Tree. At least 2 trees.
Oh, they're out near Jen.
30 seconds left.
Race here.
Flash भएको बेला हान्न यस्तो रमाइलो हुन्छ नि.
Where's last one? Oh, where's last one? I'm be flank.
Oh, thunder.
Oh, stay. Oh. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Enemy remaining.
That's what you call a fake. That's what you call a fake right there, dude. Woohoo! Outplays are real.
Player standing.
माथि देखाते है.
Plays are real.
Enemy remaining.
Okay.
So obvious. Cute. Bunny here.
Choku. That has happened to me so freaking many times, man. Choku boger hinda bela हैन.
Oh my god, what's that flick? Oh my god.
That happened to me a lot.
Wow. I knew he was window 2, bro. God damn. Zero diff. Zero diff.
Spike down.
Didn't cut that.
One enemy remaining.
That's zero diff right there.
कति गोली गयो?
That's zero diff right there. I'm dead.
It's zero diff right there.
Alright, I'm going to the bathroom, bro.
Good.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
Oh my god.
Landing right now.
It's never enough for you to sad.
Okay.
You're dead. Give me help.
Go,
I'm fair out with there. Oh, look at this guy.
Dude, you suck.
Where's last guy? Where's last guy?
Spike down.
Yeah. You dead? Come see right now. Come see right now.
Good shit. Nice, man.
Good shit.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, okay.
One enemy remaining.
105.
Time to jump.
I'm going heaven, I'm going heaven.
Working on it. There's two coming out. There's two in heaven. Killjoy with turrets.
Yeah.
Nice!
Let's go, baby. God flank, baby. God flank. Yeah, going on YouTube.
The last music set I'm saying. What's the music? Music. What's this? Yeah. Ah, this is good. This is good. This is good. Hey, wait a minute. म एउटा देखाउँछु तिमीहरूलाई तर हेर्न मिल्दैन होला के मिल्छ मिल्छ होला एकछिन है Wait, मैले कहाँ डाउनलोड गरेर है डाउनलोडेड इट राइट ए दस else date this one wait what nah this is not it yeah Yoala. Wait. तिमीलाई यो सानो गरेर देखाउँछु Tell me what you guys think about this, eh? आवाज आउँछ कि आउँदैन आवाज आउँदैन जस्तो This is not. Wait, this is not the one. Yeah, that was not the one. Wait, my bad. 12th. Yeah, 12th. So, what do you guys think? यो कस्तो राम्रो छ? Do you like it? एकछिन आवाज आएको छ कि छैन? आवाज आएको छैन जस्तो. ठिकै मलाई चाहिँ अब अझ मिलाएको छैन अलिअलि मिलाउनु बाँकी छैन बट ठिकै छ जस्तो लागिरहेको थियो बट धेरै नै त्यो मिस्टेकहरू भेटाइन्छ कि हेर्नु थाल्यो भने सो गाइज Six. Okay. के हेर्ने टुर्नामेन्ट हेर्ने कि त अरू हेर्ने लाइक अरू हेर्ने भए लाइक यु क्यान गाइज टेल मी तर नो वान्स वाचिङ सो व्हाट क्यान आई डु
way Yampi's been playing and now showing us the extra depth taking up
I want to watch with you guys but no one's there to watch so I'm watching what I want to and if you guys want to watch something then you can just tell me message or DM me in anything and I'll watch it so yeah let's continue.
That Killjoy is going to be doing it again here as we go into the pistol round and Team Liquid on the defense. They're going a little bit aggressive to start things off, but you wouldn't expect anything else from Yampi. He's got his knife out though. He doesn't think they're pushed up that quickly and the opening duel goes to Oxygen.
This was the thing I worried a little bit. Like, you have this composition that works so well versus FPX, but I don't think Oxygen are going to respect the utility in the same way that FPX did. Already just bypassing one of the initial nano swarms, Yumpy going down, who's normally someone who's actually like given over a pistol in these rounds to try and do as much damage as he can, and they're already looking to try and fight onto Scream. The one tap's not quite coming through, but he's not backing away just yet. He's actually going to try and fight over the wall, and well, that battle's not gone great either.
Yeah, the headshot angle he hoped would give him the advantage, but well, nothing comes of it in the snake fight. It only serves to delay the inevitable. Oxygen grouped up outside of this side as Team Liquid rotate in. They've got two on site looking for a fight. They need to get the info. Have these guys...
The dogs are shouting, wait a minute. Oh my god, the ducks are shouting.
Rotated. I mean, they could be halfway to C at this point, and Team Liquid have given up all control of the map. But they're soon to realize that this push is coming right towards them, and Solkis is about to swing and try to trade out his teammate. There's a couple, and Solkis does it all. It's all left down to Zistow, the big player for this team in the past games they've played. He's got two players swinging on him, though, so there's nothing he can do. A 4K coming out from Solkis to save the pistol round here for Team Liquid.
God, what a
like
recovery.
I think it was
mentioned by Neil as well on the desk that they have these players that can just act as a rock, and well, Solkas being on the sky was something else he mentioned, and both have already come through in round one. When are we getting this guy back? Like, can we just make him a permanent fixture? Because the two things he predicted have already happened in round number one. But yeah, I think you have to look Oxygen there and go, okay, that's a round you need to be taken. We talk about momentum, we talk about getting right out of the starting block. It's not gone great, and now they have to go for what is not exactly an eco, but just a few extra pistols to try and make this as costly as humanly possible.
Yeah, just dealing the damage is the name of the game right now. I do love the arc that Solkis has been on, right? He had a terrible set of series over at First Strike, and that was back in December. Then all of a sudden, this turnaround has been there. Since that event, you've seen the hunger to prove himself as a top player. He picked up Sky. He's been looking fantastic there. And I even hear from Liquid in that pistol round, the protocols, right? They lose Yampi early. Okay, Scream's going to try and recover it, take the long control. He dies on the headshot angle. Now what do you do? Well, Cryptix plays close, and then you've got Solkis ready to trade him. Like, there was always a plan there. They went down to the C plan, and eventually that got them the win. It wasn't just, oh, we're 2 men down, let's go fight, let's go try to take duels. They were trying to, you know, push themselves into the biggest advantageous position they could. And Link, I'm sorry, but you're in a bit of trouble if that nade comes through. Looks like it's not going to, though, as they just back off.
Taking their time in this round, trying to pick a few players off. As I said, just making this one cost is going to be fine. It's actually Spectre's invested into every single player on Liquid. Now, we know that one of the things they really like to do, especially on this map, is build up that extra economy. Make sure that when Yumpy is purchasing, he's going to have an operator in his hand. So I assume the next round is going to be played as almost a pure bonus. Just try and steal some of those weapons away. And if they can cheese their way through the round, that'll be fantastic. I will say that we sort of almost talk about Fnatic's comps on some of the maps, for example Bind, as quite a ratty comp. Like you're sat back, you're playing the after plants, you're almost doing something where like, oh really, this is what you do? I would say that Sliggy has managed to outdo them with this comp, because their whole job is just to delay, to try and make things awkward. And the thing that I question here is, are we going to get Oxygen just disrespecting all of the utility they put down? And if so, will that work for them?
And you know, you'll think about it in a lot of ways, like, oh, Link, Cryptix, Yampi, those are the ones with the post-plant utility to stop you, right? But then Solkis has those flashes for info. He's got the Wolf to just, obviously, or the Tiger, to go out there and find information, slow you down. And Scream, of course, he's got a wall. He's got slow orbs. It can be really tough to fight up against that. And headshots, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. That is for sure. Look at this start. Slow orb to backside with a nade, but no damage. You can see Liquid are being conscious of this utility setup from Oxygen and playing to the right side of the site. There's 3 players conscious of this utility setup from Oxygen and playing to the right side of the site. There's 3 players rotated into position, but Oxygen, they love to sell those fakes. They'll look for the early duels and aggression, but if you don't give it to them, if you don't play the game that they want to, they're happy to then start playing it slower, take the information. And as you can see, they're still going to have presence towards C and middle, waiting for aggression to come down. And when that doesn't happen, it's the A site they've got their sights set on.
Yeah, the worry though is Mitas has no stars. So they have actually used all of their utility going into that C site and then just got delayed. So they're running into this one almost dry. Link within the smoke though. He's not going to get anything. They'll take a little bit of decay as they go pushing into the site, and Scream is going to be waiting. Just going down 3 as they tried to enter A. The spike dropped to the floor and only 20 seconds to try and rectify things.
So smart from Scream. He dodged the recon bolt now. Coming into 12 seconds left. This Stout tries to do something, but there's nothing to be had here for Oxygen. That is a demotivating round, you know? Obviously, they did want to go see. They put out all their utility. Nothing happens. Nothing goes their way, and they're slowed by Liquid's utility. They decide, okay, you know what? It's fine. We can play it slower. We can go out on A. They get the duel. They get a lot of progress towards the site. The only part of that site they couldn't see, with the exception of Short, was that angle right there. The recon was clearing everything. And Scream comes out with 3 kills from it. That's just sickening.
It is the Scream factor. It's the reason he's highlighted on every single desk. Even at this point, it sounds like a broken record, and that's about as bad as it goes, because now the economy is going to be built up early for Liquid. If they do inevitably lose a round, they'll be able to get the operator back in and everything changes completely. I've really loved a lot of the setups we've actually seen coming out from Yum, because it's sort of like the 1 kill, fall back, and then I have all my utility to deny them pushing onto me and closing me out, which that's the main thing you want to be doing a lot of the time with an operator, is just basically making sure you trade them at least. Like, get rid of that star player, and he's just been denying teams from doing that, or most notably FPX from getting rid of him, especially on that B site. Now, for at least the moment, I was going to say there's not really any presence from Liquid on this side of the map, and the stars being placed, it looks like an all-in take, but now they've already got players waiting.
They got the info with the bird that went out, the flash. Link gets 3, but okay, Glove, that's a good start. Spike drop in the open, not so much. They have only got pistols, so as we said, damage is going to be what they're looking for. Swapping out of the one-shot headshot weapon. Maybe Toronto can just pull one more kill his way. It's unlikely he wins this round, but he'll take any little advantage you can get at this stage. Clearing it out, he's going to go in for the plant, or actually, of course, a fake. Because although we can see that the players are not going to push him down and they're spawn in heaven, he thinks about his flank, and that buys them enough time to eventually muster up the courage to rush him down and kill him. 4-0. Liquid, they're looking so clean right now. We need to see Oxygen return something of their own now that they have a buy round.
The first one definitely didn't go to plan. And the thing is, like, you have to look at the way they're having to try and face off against Liquid. Every time they run through one of those screens, they're 50 HP off worse. Every time they go through, the cloud on the other side of the map is exactly the same. So we've got the wall covering off 2 points, you've got the cloud covering off the other. So they're always taking some sort of damage, and that's not talking about any other agents that are currently in play for Liquid. So that's what I talk about when I say that they're willing to disrespect the utility. It's like, is that actually going to work for you? And then are you comfortable, like FPX were, to try and execute in the last like 15 seconds when you've been able to burn a lot of that down? By the looks of it so far, the answer is no. As again, they are setting into what looks like another A-take, destroying Scream's ice wall to try and garner a little bit of extra space. But again, now just the smoke falls in their face instead.
Toronto's almost on his last mag with over a minute left on the clock. He's gotta be a bit selective on what he spams from here on out. He just broke the wall one piece at a time. Obviously just trying to sell a little
instead. To try and garner a little bit of extra space, but again, now just the smoke falls in their face instead.
Toronto's almost on his last mag with over on out. He just broke the wall one piece at a time. Obviously just trying to sell a little bit of fake information, posture towards that A site. But for Team Liquid, especially when they have your Sky to gain information, like they don't have much control outside of A and C in terms of players, but they have their turret covering B, they have their alarm bot covering in towards Garage, so there's not a whole lot that they have to be terribly scared about. And here, a small detail, they even flash into Garage to clear it and then pull the alarm bot back. But this is where Zistow can get dividends if it wasn't for Cryptics in the corner. They'd already started to rotate as well. They were like, oh, he's on C, no, he's dead.
They've tried to sell the fake on Liquid, but again, with how much utility they have to slow them down, Liquid are more than happy to just wait until these pushes come in. They've even got the orbital strike to shut them out. Cryptics is destroying them! Another triple kill coming up for Liquid, and only seconds left on the clock for Toronto to try anything. They didn't even lose a single player, Mitch. It's 5-0 for Liquid already, and I'm already scared for Oxygen.
Yeah, Oxygen are running into utility, right? They go down towards A short. Oh, there's a wall. We'll break it away. There's a smoke. Okay, let's go back. Viper wall. Okay, maybe we go in through Garage. In the meantime, get control over the C site. Lost their player. Committed to it anyways with a Garage split. And that went to hell with the orbital strike. Every single piece of utility being used here for Team Liquid is annoying Oxygen on another level. This is beautiful play on the defensive side so far.
Like, एस्ट्राले त्यहाँ पछाडि हेर्ने, रेजले यता अगाडि हेर्ने, अनि सोभाको डार्टले उता पछाडि हैन. लाइक त्यसरी नै यिनीहरू लाइक एग्रो छिर्यो भने चाहिँ सकिन्थ्यो, तर यो भाइपरको वालले गरेर भाइपरको यो स्मोकले गरेर च्याउएर आगे. त्यसलाई अब बाइपास गर्न सक्यो भने चाहिँ अनि खतरा हुन्छ. बट हाउ वुड दे डु दैट? त्यो चाहिँ अब उनीहरुलाई नै लाइक अब एउटा टिम भएपछि चाहिँ तिनीहरुको कम्बो राम्रो हुनुपर्छ के. जस्तै यिनीहरुको छ यहाँ लुकिराख्ने, यहाँ त्यो गर्ने, यहाँ मैले यो अलार्मबाट हालेको छ, त यता हेर, म यता हेर्छु, त्यहाँदेखि त्यो गरिस् भने म यो गर्छु, लाइक वाल एकछिन गर्छु, वाल अब कहिले गर्ने भयो नि त्यस्तो वाला. लाइक आइजिएलले हेर्नुपर्ने हो. अब आइजिएलको त्यो त्यति अलिक राम्रो नभयो भने त्यस्तो हुन्छ कि. अब आफू पनि नराम्रो त नराम्रै हो होइन, बट जस्ट सेइङ वाट आई थिङ्क एन्ड वाट आई नो. म तेरे नबोल मलाई.
I will say, I don't like the idea at all from Oxygen. Like, the idea of trying to almost sell an all-in take and have Zistu to try and come in from behind and just catch off what they would expect to be only one player. The chance of, if you see all of the stars play, smokes popped, you're going to expect there to be players towards A. It's logical, but the fact that there were actually still 2 players on the C site from Liquid, they've not fallen for anything thus far. The reads that they've had have been spot on. We know they're a team that has the players behind them, the coach behind them, that's going to be putting in all of the research. So I feel like Oxygen have to be... they have to hit a peak almost with the mind games if they're going to bait players off the site.
Let's see what they're going to be doing. Oxygen looking set to run straight into Killjoy utility. Look how much there is. And not only that, there's 3 players now with that flash popping because Sky's going to start to mosey
Oh
on
my
over.
god, he's
Out
so
goes the
annoying
Tiger
with
to
his
clear it out
flashes,
through the
man.
wall. Well, no info, but you're still hearing 3 players shooting off and using
See
utility.
that utility sub use
Causing
गरेर
rotates to the B side, Tom, is that generally you're not going to get a lot for it because they can quickly rotate into A, but the rotates take a long time. Apparently this time around, they're slow. And so Oxygen, they're getting out onto the site. The wall's even blocking off the one player they've got on short. Link able to isolate a duel, but now, what do? They're going out for individual fights. This is exactly what Oxygen want. The wall goes up to slow them. Even a Cosmic Divide, they have to be aware of behind as Link gets his teammates to run on through. They cover every angle.
See,
all their
that's what I'm
bases,
saying.
And
Yeah,
again,
like,
one player lost. I mean,
यिनीहरुको कम्बो मिला छैन के like they don't know what they are doing के अब हेर्न यहाँ साइड छिर्यो प्लान्ट गरा छैन सर्टबाट आयो सर्टमा कोहीले पनि पिक गर्न गएन साइडमा गएर बस्यो लाइक यहाँ एकजना थियो हैन सर्टमा यहाँ सर्टमा एकजना थियो अब यता एकजना मरेपछि लाइक यहाँको अब यता नजाने यता नगइकन यहाँ पहिला क्लियर गरेर अनि प्लान्ट गरेर यता एकजना हेर्ने गर्नुपर्छ लाइक तर एकजना चाहिँ यता गएर बस्यो ना यसलाई सपोर्ट यता मार्नेलाई यता यहाँबाट र यहाँबाट पिक गरेर मार्नुपर्ने ना यसलाई सपोर्ट पायो ना त्यसले के सपोर्ट दिन सक्यो त्यसलाई यतिकै मार्यो लाइक हतारमा गरिरहेछ आत्तेर गरिरहेछ क्या लाइक अब हुन पनि हो लिक्विड जस्तो टिमसँग अब खेल्दाखेरि त्यस्तो हुन्छ डोमिनेटिङ पाराले खेलिरहेछ बट स्टिल हैन अलिकति सोची सम्झी गरेको चाहिँ सकिन्थ्यो होला बट त्यही पनि अब सेभ राउन्डमा भएकोले नि हो हुन त हैन केही छैन 6 त भएको छ बल्ल हैन नो वरिज they can do this I guess तर मा लिक्विड मनपर्छ बट अक्सिजन देखेर चाहिँ रिस उठाएको लाइक इन गेम लिडरले के गरिरहेछ भनेर
that looked very good. The chaos is where Oxygen can thrive in a round like that. But Liquid again managed individually to come out on top.
Well, I think even the reaction, I think every time we see the toxic screen actually go back up, it not only gives Link cover, but again, you're seeing these players whittled away as they try and enter the site. And because they've been playing multiple players on B in a lot of the early stages of the round, as you mentioned, unless you're killing off Link very, very quickly, someone else is going to be there and he's going to have someone to play off. And the way they have the combos of their extra piece of utility has made things very, very difficult. Now we're going to see the orb challenge for this time. Even a couple of players up on top of the wall. Mittez has got to be careful here. Bear in mind that the Astra is playing with pretty much all of the utility for their side at the moment, or at least the more impactful in terms of smokes, etc. But this time, he has got away with the opening duel, and something we haven't really seen much from Oxygen just yet.
What I'll say, quick point on this, Yampi invested into an operator, right? Full utility, bought up armor. The rest of the team were max money. So, and he's now, I think 700 credits. So someone probably could have dropped that over. It's a tiny detail, but it can make a difference in the long run. We'll take a look at this backside push, which has gotten them complete B control, but bypass the Killjoy utility, which is slowing them down, dealing damage. Cryptic's even using his util to grab himself a kill. And spamming through the smoke. That's dangerous now. Oxygen back into a 4v4, despite such a good early start from them. Kill, which spamming such a good early start from them.
Yeah, that was even off the investment of a res as well, so to lose an extra player is already going to be rough. Cryptics is just on an utter tear, looking for more victims as the peak comes out from Mittez though, giving them an advantage. Yumpy trapped out, Soulcast looking to come in from behind. They'll know where both players are and are just trying to hold within the site. B is definitely not the place you want to be when it comes to these after plant scenarios. It can be tough to hold on a no-scope from Yumpy.
What?
Both! The it can be
Bro, कसरी लाग्यो त्यसको?
Definitely not the place you want to be.
हाम्रो त लाग्दैन त
When it comes to these after plant scenarios, it can be tough to hold on a no-scope from Yumpy. For both! The Finn is just going flashy at this stage, and what is that? A ridiculous retake. He didn't even need his teammate in the end.
He didn't even need a scope, Tom.
Bro, what?
That's unbelievable. 7-0, and in that fashion, everything went their way. They started out, they get the B site, they
यस्तो भन्छ चाहिँ अलिकति होपलेस हुन्छ कि यस्तो भन्छ चाहिँ लाइक विदाउट स्कोप लाइक सीएसमा खतरा छ यसमा विदाउट स्कोप गऱ्यो भने लाग्दैन कि लाइक नजिक भयो भने मात्र लाग्छ त्यो पनि कहिले लाग्छ कहिले लाग्दैन बट यसको दुब्बै त्यो नि यता सोवाला हान्दा त ल how could that even hit भइराख्यो लाग्दैन त त्यस्तो हाम्रो त खतरा अरे हो MP
res up man advantage. It's taken right back. But hey, it's a 4v4. It's still
पैसा यिनीहरुको सभा Oh my god.
Doable. And Mites pushes inside a Hunter's Fury. That was so smart. The last thing you expect is this guy to be in here. He almost uses it as cover as he runs through. Whether intentional or not, the reaction play in the second worked out for a double kill. And for Yampy to pull it back like that, it's just... It's got to feel terrible if you're the attacking side. Still looking for that first round to get one on the board, Tom. As we come into round number 8.
He worked it out. So
what is it?
Basically, he asked Liggy today, is like, am I allowed to like play shotguns like I did when I played Fanatics? So he was like, look, guys, we need to win this. It's the qualification. We got to try and get through. And so he's just decided he's going to play the operator as a shotgun instead. It makes perfect sense. Like, you can't tell Yumpy what to do. And while normally we talk about how Oxygen, they're actually pretty good with their pistols. At least make things costly. You spoke about the amount of finances that have already been built up for Team Liquid. Well, how about a flawless round?
Try.
Yeah, that'll help.
Scream back कसैको shield पनि गर्न के. That hurts. That hurts.
They lose a couple of players. They're like, yeah, I feel like max money though. Let's get right back up there, and the credits will there flowing in.
9,000.
You see the full investment here. Very little had to be reinvested into. Leaves them pretty for pretty much the rest of this game. This was a real brawl, right? Around that mid control, they're looking for every fight they can get. You saw Yampy get in there with a wall bang right at the start. An 8-0 on the board. Oxygen, they're stalling right now. They're not feeling good.
This is the map they chose as well. Like, don't get me wrong, they are a prominent Ascent team. I think Turkey have proven throughout this EMEA qualifier that they are very, very competent at Ascent. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure Liquid are 12-0 when it comes to Ascent at the moment. The reason that they're happy to pick into that map. So this is looking very uncomfortable. And as you mentioned, like, now they have to deal with the operator as well, which seemed to be almost the clinical factor when it came to their defense versus FPX. We're going to see the Viper ult thrown in as well, which not only makes pushing through long almost impossible, but gives extra positions for Cryptics to hide. Soulcast alongside him is actually just going to start fighting. And they've got the opener once again, but just look at the rotations from Liquid. They're already on C. However, this time, Oxygen have actually managed to make them rotate. The problem is, have we actually seen them clear out Link once throughout this match?
And he's swapping up position, right? They're going to ignore Short completely because they don't want to deal with him, but he's tucked over in the corner still. His teammates are going to be late to rotate. He needs a lot!
Wow!
He'll get 3 kills!
Bro.
Oh my god, Oxygen, every time they have a chance, Liquid snatch it right out of their hands. This is just unstoppable stuff. 9-0.
Corner clear garden. What the hell, man? तर हुन त हो त्यस्तो बेला corner गर्ने बानी छैन हाम्रो.
Like, it's exactly what you said. Like, Link has played in that sort of short sewer spot for the majority of the round, so they see that screen go up. They go, okay, well, we know where he is, and the one time that Link changes his position, he gets 3 players. Like, this is almost at the stage where you have to look at Oxygen and go, okay, that's unacceptable. You need to be getting a better trade from that point. Now they're going to end up with a pistol in the mix. More aggressive C-take seems to be on the cards. Already, with the stars falling, Snakebite going to be pushed through, and they've somewhat been separated. A couple of players pushing in, but they have managed to isolate the jewels. Mitis again, but just look how fast the trades are.
They keep on coming, but Link on the backside, he's low HP, and he still gets away with 3. Come on, 10-0 Oxygen. They're really starving at this point. They want anything.
Nice
They
try,
just
no.
want that one round. Just give them something.
Nice
And the thing is, you know, a lot of the things they're doing are the completely right decision. And I feel like with this composition they're running, going through those Viper walls, you think about how we saw, for example, FPX deal with it yesterday. They would have their Phoenix flashes to pop on through and try to take those duels. You'll see a lot of teams have the Sky that you'll pop the flash, and that kind of discredits anybody holding the wall. But right here, Oxygen, they don't have that luxury. They're playing a comp that doesn't allow them to flash in. You have to play off the info, and sure, if your Sova is managing to hit that recon and reveal them, great, but we saw that backfire where Scream got away. Was that a leg shot? It healed them?
Wall bang
Great,
on it.
but we saw that backfire where Scream got away. Is managing to hit that recon and reveal to flash in. You have to play off the info, and sure, if your Sova is managing to hit that recon and reveal them, great, but we saw that backfire where Scream got away. Was that a leg shot? Turco's 5 HP. I didn't even know. I thought it was a miss.
I think you need to learn by now, Mitch, that Yumpy doesn't miss. If he does miss, it was a warning shot. That's all we've learned so far today.
TMP कस्तो हान्न छ यार
Now, the
शट
one
नै
time
मिस
they
गरेर छ
actually
नि के
managed to get an after plant position, they did
Oh
head
my
into the
God.
B site. But the thing is, there's just been a response. We've got Sage in the form of Scream. You still got all the utility there from Yumpy. Rotation being quick from Soulcast already to try and garner some extra control. And they've just been placing this early utility down to allow Link that extra space. And also it means he can keep his Sky Smokes, which they waste a ridiculous amount of time unless you're just going to be pushing straight through it. By the time we actually see them go towards this site as well, there's so many players here. Like, they've got a second, a third rotating. This is looking so easy for Liquid.
They have it all figured out, man. There's a shot coming out from the Sheriff that's so quickly dealt with. 11
Oh my
0.
God, they're not
Every
even
time they
in
attempt
into the
something,
side
just
and they're
getting wrecked.
dying,
And I
man.
I think the best example really was the round that they had the Viper ult on C. You saw Oxygen, they drone it out. The drone doesn't catch any info. It's such a long ultimate in the position that it had been put down by Cryptics that the drone came through. It ended up disappearing before it could clear outside of the ult. Then they go to site. They get the kills. They have the openings. Okay, things are looking good. They've got control over the C site, except for the Viper who's stuck in. Liquid rotate. They go back. They sell the fake. They get the A site, which is one player, and Link just destroys them all. Every single time that they make the right play, they're getting just wrecked individually, but hold
Nice
on.
one.
There's a little bit of a change. Yappy, he's lost an open and duel. He's gone down. Here comes the lockdown as well for the C side. This is going to force them into the back. And I like the attempt. I like the counter, rather, of popping down the ult, pushing mid to catch them on the way and Scream. Oh my God.
Oh
man.
my God,
Headshot
bro.
after headshot. 4 kills on the board, and Oxygen, it's the last round of the half. They thought they had it. They dealt with Yampy, and so that was surely the round going their way. And Scream comes through to ruin their day. Toronto's even naded himself, and Scream aces it out. A headshot wall bang.
Oh
to
my
put
God,
12-0
Scream.
on the board with the ace. That pretty
Scream
much
is just-
sums up the whole half.
Scream is just too much. त्योसँग खेल्यो भने होपलेस नै हुन्छ क्या लाइक दुईजनाले हान्दा छ त्यसलाई त्यसले यसरी हान्दा हुन्छ नि त्यसपछि अर्कोमा फ्लिक जान्छ क्या त्यसको लाइक स्प्रे के भन्छ त्यसलाई what's it called spray just spray के भन्छ त्यसलाई मैले कस्तो बिर्सेँ यार लाइक दुईजनामा स्प्रे कनेक्ट गर्छ होइन लाइक दुईजना यता यता बसिरहेछ दुईजनालाई अब एकजनालाई हान्न हुन्छ अनि त्यसो लाइक स्प्रे कन्टिन्यू गर्दै अर्कोलाई पनि हेडसट हान्थ्यो कि स्क्रिमले त्यो होइन एउटा गेममा कति 3-4 चोटि गराछ क्या लाइक फ्लिक लाइक लाइक कोइन्सिडेन्स पनि होइन कि हान्छु नै भनेर हाने क्या लाइक लाग्छ पनि कि फेरि ओ माई गड हिज जस्ट टु मच म्यान अति नै खतरा छ स्क्रिममा त्यस्तो गर्नु होपलेस नै बनाइन्छ यार त्यसमा खेलिँदा त्यसको गेम प्ले हेर्दा चाहिँ माई गड
I want to go home. Like, this is meant to be the qualification match. It's a 12-0 half. Like, Scream, come on, man. Like, he's already booked his flight. I'm telling you now. It's just like, well, I'm not wasting, guys, I'm not wasting my money. Like, it's already paid for. Like, I've got my flight booked. What is this? He's just running down mid and killing everyone. This means we're gonna have to highlight him again. Like, as if we don't do it enough, we're just gonna... Yeah, by the way, guys, This means we're gonna have to highlight him again. Like, as if we don't do it enough, we're just gonna... Yeah, by the way, guys, did you know Scream's actually pretty good at Valorant? Like, I don't know if you've heard this. Like, a guy who's very good at hitting headshots is good at Valorant. Unbelievable. And there's been so many things to bring up about just how they've been playing, how they've been denying space, how they've been slowing things down, but ultimately that's the epitome of this game so far. One team is looking at the peak of their form, the other is yet to show up.
Punish an early peak, use lockdown. Lockdown gets countered. Okay, they try to rotate back. Someone aces the round. It's exactly what happened when they rotated A and Link shut them with the 3K. Well, let's see if anything goes their way in the pistol round. They are rushing out towards the C site. There's a nano swarm there ready to slow them down. And they're just going to wait it out and push on through. They're not thinking about mind games or rotating. They're looking for fights right now. Oxygen, Zistow always told us they just want to fight well. It doesn't look like there's much fight in them, at least to start this one off. A 4 versus 3. Liquid, get the site, get the plants. And with this kind of setup, Tom, they've still got full post plants. And yep, he's behind them. Of course he is. This is devastating. Oxygen, they might just be going out 13-0. Mites is doing his best, though, to make sure that doesn't happen. A side swipe from Cryptix leaves it all onto Turco. Low HP for both of these players. Turco taking some point-blank shots from a turret. And he's going to rotate around, but the time is ticking away. He has to clear these angles, and they are ready to just swing together. Oh, Turco, he'll have to hit some nuts shots to get away with this one. There's the first. And no, on the side, Cryptix gets it done. He was left on 14 HP. And no, on the side, Cryptix gets it done. He was left on 4.
थाहा थियो त त्यहाँ थियो भनेर अघि पनि मारे हैन क्रिप्टिक्सले
On to Turco. Devastating. Got full post plants, and yep, he's behind them. Of course he is. This is devastating. Oxygen, they might just be going out 13-0. Mites is doing his best, though, to make sure that doesn't happen. A side swipe from Cryptix leaves it all onto Turco. And he's together. Oh, Cryptix gets it done. He was left on 14 HP. And 13 rounds for Liquid. As they dominate Oxygen. This is unbelievable. One map away now. Dominate. HP and 13 rounds for Liquid as
they are good. तर हेर्न सब बच्चैहरु चाहिँ यो मात्र हो एजेड भएको अरु सब बच्चै छ यार
Oxygen, this is unbelievable. One map away now from making it to Iceland.
They're going on a speed
game stating loss in the previous map.
I think if anything, this is the map that they are more comfortable on, though. I almost wonder if they picked Haven to try and shift the direction of the veto so that they would get these as the first 2 maps, maybe feeling a little bit less comfortable after playing against Guild on Split. So I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I think it's going to be exactly the same. I do want to see if they have the mental fortitude, though, to be able to come back from such a devastating defeat and then say, okay, you know what, we're now going to turn things around.
Well, it certainly isn't easy, Tom. 13-0 is crushing, but at least you can just wipe it from your memory because it's such a short space of time. It's not like you lost a map after an hour and a half of battling. It was more like you blinked, you missed it. Now it's time to really see what you can do. Immediately, Team Liquid on the attack side are making pressure on the B side, but Oxygen aren't too worried. They've got a lot of control up on A. They have Cypher covering out for the flank into Heaven, and so they're comfortable to just continue taking these fights. With the fact that they've got a camera down inside Wine, this is a really, really good play potentially. If Liquid move towards this side, they activate the camera and then show Cypher peeking in from sight, they might not suspect that Mites has snuck his way into that little corner.
Yeah, they have used this setup before, though. It was actually something I was going to bring up in the pre-show. This is a setup they like to use, leaving a player behind, faking the info. So if research has been done, maybe Liquid will know. But it seems like Midas, again, is going to get away with murder. He's dead, though. An easy trade. In fact, Scream just going to cook him in the corner, serve him up with a little bit of wine. But now they're walking into a stack.
Weird to put your Astra there, but 13 seconds left. They need to go in Oxygen. Look at that, Tom. They've got a round on the board. They did it. It's taken a while. But yeah, it is weird. A small thing, but putting Mitzes in that corner, he has no escapism. Sometimes, yeah, you can see the smoke go down. Maybe you pull behind it to get you out if things really go bad. But if they start to pressure you like that, especially when they molly, that's where you want it to be a Jet, right? Get that dash out and, or even... Obviously not in this composition, but where you'll see like a Reyna play there or an Omen, for example. Someone who has the ability to get out without taking those heads-up fights, whereas instead they lose a lot in the form of Mitzes.
I will say, I think that in terms of utility left to be placed, there was nothing left.
True.
So it's like, if anything, you kind of lost someone who now can't really do too much in the form of his utility. So I don't mind it as much as if, say, he still had a load of stars remaining and he didn't invest into a ghost. But... nonetheless, we are going to see a bit of investment coming up. We know that on the defense especially, Liquid are actually quite likely to force into second rounds because they do want to try and get that operator into play. But for now, Yumpy's more than capable. That is really bad timing. Zisto needed to keep his teammate alive while he was in his astral form, and instead, they've just lost 2 players within the first few seconds by being in very compromising positions. And Yumpy's now won the 3rd duel.
And this is really scary because it's not like the other guys have Vandals, right? Like they'll come in with a huge advantage. And even if they did, they have to retake B. And even if they were able to do that, there's a flanker in the form of Link. And he's on his way up behind, sneaky beaky like they haven't got a clue. It looks like he's going to come on through the window, which might give it away. But it's just clearing out a lot of information for his teammates. They only have to look at Heaven, the turret spotting them. Link not going to break the glass, but it looks like the round might almost be over by the time he gets there. That said, there's a lot of duels being lost. Their focus is entirely on the site, and they turn at just the right moment. Okay, Oxygen, they're back in this one. A 2 versus 1. The Ghost not able to do it, and Cryptic's up close. Oh, he gets it in the end. Team Liquid, they win out what is a very weak buy from them, but at the perfect timing, trading it back 1-1, now putting the economy of Oxygen in question.
Yeah, a really nice try from the remaining couple of players from Oxygen to bring that back from what was looking almost impossible. It comes down to a 1v1. I didn't even think they'd come close. But the thing is as well, you almost have to look at those initial players and go, how does that happen? Like, how does it get to a point where your Cypher falls back into a corner, gives up the angle, and then you're dead? There's nothing you can do. You have to get out of that astral form so quickly that you just don't really stand a chance. That is the main vulnerability when we talk about Astra. And while it seems like after what has been a couple of rounds where Liquid have gone for a hit into A, you can almost understand Oxygen's read of, okay, let's try stacking B. They found information into mid as well, but the rotation hasn't come through because it seems like they still don't know that this is going to be an A hit. And by the time Zistao comes out with anything, the round's basically over.
I mean, realistically, these guys have got to be able to win duels that they shouldn't be. They're up against rifles. It's nowhere near as easy as the previous round was for Liquid. The gap is much higher between them. And Solkis, he's just clearing his back. He's not going to push into Zistao and give him a kill. The timing, oh, look, he even fake steps away, runs back around the corner and takes Zistao off guard. I expect, you know, if you get 2 kills here, you're going to be very, very happy. And already the first going their way. Okay, there's a Sheriff to play with, one on the site that's dealt with right away. And Turco needs a headshot to make it work, but no. And look, you're not expected to do much in that round. 1 kill, it's not great, it's not bad, it's just, it is what it is. You wipe it from your memory, you move on to the next round now that you're able to get rifles out.
Yeah, this is where we hope things will change a little bit. Of course, the manner in which Liquid actually won that round means they did invest a lot of rifles as well, so they're not playing this as any sort of bonus round, but they have still built up a relative amount of cash. Toronto getting onto that operator, though, this is one of the main difference makers. You're not going to see it massively when it came to the attack of the last map. He wasn't really able to deny a lot of the presence because Liquid were actually fairly passive in a lot of the plays they make. On the defensive side of this map, however, he's going to be roaming around mid. He's going to be looking to brawl. They said in the interview with Zistao that they were looking to fight, and while Liquid definitely looked to battle them in the last map, this is where they should feel a lot more comfortable, though.
Well, the operator of Toronto has been
Lekin upgrade
heard,
गरेन यो.
a little bit of a trade-off as they don't fully
This is not upgraded skin of the Spectre man.
clear out market with the drone being destroyed. And the reposition as well to cover them walking through gets smoked off. So Liquid evidently want to posture some control over market, but are they going to push into it? Because there's two players waiting for them to do so. You can see Glove has got a headshot angle there on the map towards the B site with his teammate ready to trade out or just add it up with him. Take as much damage as they can. I like the swap over. The one weaker weapon they had, add it up with them. Take as much damage as they can. I like the swap over. The one weaker weapon they had was in the hands of Scream, and they decide, being as he's going to be holding a fairly long range angle, it makes sense for him to get a Vandal. Short control going to be himself and Yampy, two very, very dangerous players, regardless of the weapon in their hand. We saw that when they had the Sheriffs in play. Toronto smoked off, won't be able to do anything. He's forced back. Now they've got the split they want. And on the site, oh, the timing caught them off guard. Solkas with the kill after the tag came through. Mites wants to do something. That flash is so good, though. And Team Liquid, they just get a site control so easily. And the one opportunity to pull something back is a miss.
I almost wonder if that's the point where you just decide to save. Like you've lost a couple of players. You're playing up against a 5 versus 3 afterplant. The retakes I've seen from Oxygen previously also have not been fantastic. Like they like to give this site up quite often, but without any utility really being remaining, I don't see how they get anything done in this round. And by the looks of it already, they've fallen into some exits and definitely a few opportunities. You see that TP actually really regularly and definitely a few opportunities. You see that TP actually really regularly come out from Angel as well. It's something that, even if he just gets cancelled, gives away a lot of the positions within the site. But that's a round that, again, it already starts to make me worry a little bit for Oxygen because, again, in terms of...
Bro!
What? Okay. Well, there's the operator gone, Mitch. See you later. Soulcast is on form today.
You know, the point I was forming as well, and it still stands, is how good of a setup they had when saving these weapons. You had Glove in market holding mid so that nobody could push Turco, who was down in Pizza, holding, or actually past Pizza rather, the right corner of the middle arch to cover anybody pushing through middle to come behind and kill Toronto, which meant all that Toronto had to worry about was right in front of him. And with an operator on that range, the point was, it's a pretty great angle to hold. Didn't work out that way, though. And I think as well, the decision-making of Oxygen, they knew immediately they were going to save that when it went to a 3v5. They just left it so that if Liquid wanted to overextend and give them a way back into the round, hell, they could. But they didn't. And now, look at this push. Very early, very aggressive, and a rifle lost. Turco not going to be able to do anything about that. He has the res, but no opportunity to pop it off. And even a Spectre duel on long range grants them a lot of damage.
Yeah, not really the weapon that you want to have in those scenarios, but it almost just works as an alarm system. He may not be the turret himself, but he is almost acting as the same role, just trying to deny things. Okay, the crisp shots of Soulcast may have disappeared, at least for the moment, but Zistao again, 1v5, and... What do you even do in those scenarios? Scream, as said, I am pretty certain he's already booked his flight to Iceland, and he's just ready to get on the plane, because the way that he is playing, like... We know the level of Scream, but it almost just looks like he's had enough and has just decided this is over. 4-1. It's still very early stages, and we are going to get an investment once again from Oxygen. Toronto with his operator once more, but I don't know. Like, this doesn't look like the Oxygen we're used to seeing. I think they need one of those rounds that almost just gets you pumped up, like a hero play, someone to get the mood a little bit better, because thus far, they've just looked down in the dumps.
They definitely have. And, you know, one of the things I'll say when it comes to Team Liquid right now, the previous round might not have looked that... Oh, hold on. This is going to be a flash into the smoke. It's going to be a peek around. The turret doesn't see anyone. Oh, but the jump out from Scream's dangerous. He has his ult, and that's going to be popped. He farmed this in the previous round, and now they get a kill because of it. The damage he did, the aggression, the push through, the info as well. They know there's a player on the left side. It's going to be popped up with the Hunter's Fury to take Zisto down. Toronto recovers what he can. Turco wants to go out and take an aggressive duel. The wall stops him from seeing as they sideswipe out the left side. Scream's good for a double from that position before going down to a shock dart. And it's all on to Toronto. He's been fantastic in the start of this round, but now 2 shots need to be hit. And it won't be a Yampy style clutch. He's got his knives in his back pocket, and that's what he wants to pull out, but nobody's challenging him. Team Liquid are going to make him make the first move. Oh, the updraft above. He doesn't see him. just a pixel between them that could have been Link dealt with, but instead the crossfire remains strong. And as he's seen, Toronto gets shot in the back pursuing his victim. 5-1. Team Liquid, they're looking just beautiful right now. And on every single front, individually, Scream and Yampy have been absolutely massive. Link showed up on the previous map for a bunch of massive A-holds, and it seems like every time that Oxygen gets some sort of foothold, they get around like the pistol, immediately it's answered back on. They get a couple of kills go their way, and it's either Scream or Yampy to just pull it back with 2 or 3 of their own and put their team into the advantageous spot again and again.
And that's the thing. We saw some of the earlier matches out from Liquid. It looked like maybe things were a little bit off. Like they would lose some sillier clutches. Okay. Well, yeah, you know, it's up against pistols. A little bit of style being thrown in. Nice shot from Zisto actually. You almost don't see that he gets a kill there, but he's been playing in through mid. Trying to get aggressive in this round. Not really a problem. But yeah, I think even just like the players that we don't necessarily highlight every single time, like you just look at the way that they play those after plants. The crossfire, no risks taken. It just looks like Liquid have been slowly but surely like improving all of the minor details of their game that we talked about as problems previously. And now are actually starting to look like a finished product, which considering the amount of time that they've had with Yampy is really scary. Because like even when we saw them like a week or so ago when they played versus Fnatic, sure, that game was mostly for cash and maybe a little bit of seeding, but they didn't look anywhere near this good.
One of the other problems you have to highlight is that for Team Liquid right now, they're playing an aggressive game, but not a stupid one.
Yeah.
Like some teams will get the advantage, they'll feel like they're so much better, and they'll just start running around and basically deathmatching. That's not what's happening here. Liquid are tending towards more aggressive strategies, certainly, but that's what they should be doing. When you're owning the way that they are, absolutely. Oh no! Toronto, he wants to find a bit of space, you know, go in for that right side peek down B, get them the advantage, dash out of there. It all looks so good on paper, but when you run into Yampy, it looks very bad very quickly. Mitez holding up close as well, as in danger. No support here. He goes down. That's the utility gone out of the round. The Cosmic Divide that could play big into retakes. And there are 4 players. They're about to drone him out as well. Oh, Mitez, you're in trouble. 5 players here now as the drone comes in. But Mitez gets a double. Okay, that's worth it. Man advantage is now theirs. Ultimate's out of the game. They've taken down the Killjoy. The Yampy's not so much important here. But the lockdown, that could have given the A side for free. That could have granted them a free post plant. But now, that Hunter's Fury can be used to try and find more information, stop the push, and gain them a foothold on the round as they push up behind. This is huge for Oxygen. The best they've looked so far. Closing it out will be difficult. They need to avoid giving fights until Zistow makes that big flank. But Turco, he got a little bit greedy. He saw that tag come through and felt the kill was his, but it wasn't. Glove distracting the shot from above as the swing comes out, but it's only good for a single. Now Glove has to clutch it. They know exactly where he is. 15 seconds, they can safely plant it. No utility to deal with them. The Hunter's Fury, everything he had was already used in the early round. Here's an ult from Scream, a headshot, but he still has 2 players to take down, and with 23 HP being tagged up by that recon, there wasn't a damn chance. 7-1. It's starting to feel really, really scary for Oxygen, Tom. This is a team that has beaten the second best in the region, the best in their region, overcoming Footballers for what was definitely a huge milestone for this team to make it to where they are now. And
Scream, you need to remove the Scream and everything will be good. Scream le atti नै ल्याङ गरेछ. Oh my god, atti नै.
Now they've got 1 round out of the last 21.
Yeah, I feel like if you say it like that, it doesn't sound great, does it? No, they are in a rough spot.
I don't think there is a way to say it. They're 100% on pistol rounds in this map, which is good.
Yeah, that's a good sign. You know what? They're pretty good at the attack of this map. Yeah, they're looking out of it at this stage, and I think even in that round, like they're making all-in plays, like very risky plays, like the push all the way through. You can see that Liquid are more than prepared for everything they're attempting, even expecting players to be close, and Mitez still manages to get away with 2. It's a better start though. Glove, finding an opener. Now, you look at the weaponry that they currently have. It's not great, but they do have a few ultimates available to them. Maybe this could give things away. Soulcast, so crisp, though, to take down Mitez, and there's going to be a response almost instantaneously as it turns things into a 3v3. The lockdown place to try and hold them back, and Zisto is going to be watching. He's going to find himself one even still.
Nice
the
one,
remaining
though.
Players are going to have to back away.
You know, in a normal game, this is a very, very good round, but I'm gone past caring about damage done to the economy. You know, with these pistols, they've managed to get a lockdown in play, but they need to do more. They need to get around on the board. They need to start upsetting Liquid because they're maxed up on money. They're feeling good. Got to put a spanner in the works, and well, we'll see if that's going to happen. Yampy up close with his ult in hand. You always believe in him in this position, and this might just be why the trade even comes in when Turco hits that sheriff shot, an 8-1. I mean, say what you will about Turkish teams on the attack side in general, certainly Oxygen on this map, but if you're only getting the one round, I'm not going to give you a snowball's chance, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think as well, like, the way that afterplant was actually played by Liquid, I do wonder if they had sort of spotted that there was a res in play, so they basically didn't give them a chance to turn that into a 3v2. They just played more aggressively, more in the face to just go, okay, we have the better weapons. They haven't had a chance to cross and pick any of them up, so let's just deny them to get back into the site. It's arguably the closest round that we've had, other than the one that they actually managed to win. And well, hey, if they get to 4, I would give them at least a hope in hell, but right now it just doesn't look like that's going to be possible. Yumpy again is going to go searching for the opener. A lot of stars placed to potentially try drag him in, stun him before he can get anything done. Now they do have Cam currently sat back, and he's actually not going to connect the shot. The first time I think I've said that all game.
Yeah, they even get the cam activated, spot them out, and Liquid, they played this one cautiously at the start. Oh, the TP! It's going to be spotted, it's going to be destroyed and dealt with, but they've gotten out the choke point in the meantime. The distraction game, the smokes, the cages, Zistao, good to get one around the edge, but what more can he do with low HP? Not a whole lot, apparently. Hold on, Turco! A double for him, Link's alone! He's spraying away and not connecting, and that's it! The round goes to Oxygen. They only lose the one player. Again, I want to point out Liquid. Their early approach to that round, they know there's a camera. They start shooting away, trying to destroy it in line. Eventually, they spot it and do. They put a nano swarm down, ensuring there's no player in the corner. They took a very slow approach to the round. It was, what, 1 minute 10, 1 minute 15, when they started to drone out and really look for the site. And that is what I'm talking about when I say this team is not kind of giving up and going, hey, let's just go kill them. They are still coming in pointed. They don't want a 13-10. They want a 13-1. And now, at least 2 on the board for Oxygen. That won't be possible.
Yeah, they're still being meticulous, I think it is the best way to put it, but...
Nice one, though.
Going into the beginning of this round, they've finally been quelled. At least the flood has been stopped for now, but still an awful lot still to do if they're going to make this map competitive. You can see Toronto still going to be lurking around the edge of the smoke. He wants to try and find a fight, give his team a bit of an advantage here. The thing is that attempts are not really being changed by Liquid. They're still going to go for the early battle in towards the A site. They're still going to try and find the positioning of that cam, and Soulcast hoping he can find an entry, but if anything, he still managed to force them back.
The Molly is going to hit Zistao on his rotate over. A flash comes in, which he dodges and looks to take down Scream. Unfortunately, that's an achievement that not many will manage all too easily. Mitez going to find that out the hard way as well. He pops up like whack-a-mole. And unfortunately, this one bites back. 3 versus 3. That's exactly what Liquid needed. And Oxygen, they slip up a little bit. The first kill fine, but Mitez up above. That's the man advantage back out of their hands, as the retake will be mounted with lots of utility coming through. Link catches out Toronto on short, and now it's only the players up above. A wall to grant them vision far and wide, and pop a res onto Mitez. How much is that going to really net for them? They've got to win these duels. The shock darts. Is that a double bounce vertical shock dart? Doesn't look like it'll come into play anyways. Jonas is sat there. I'd say with how quickly these rounds are going, he's like, oh guys, yeah, they're going to use my cool shock dart. Oh, the round's over. Never mind.
Well, I think Scream even kills the player rezzed through the wood as well. So if there was any chance, he just denied it with the spam. Again, another solid take. And I do love the way that even if they're not finding the opener necessarily, and a lot of the kills they're getting, they're using those ultimates to just force really awkward, and a lot of the kills they're getting. Love the way that even if they're not finding the opener necessarily, and a lot of the kills they're getting, they're using those ultimates to just force really awkward positions for the players of Oxygen. They've not really looked comfortable throughout this series, just in the manner of how meticulous Liquid are currently being. Again, they're not allowing a lot of this A-site aggression, which is something, even in the pistol round, we saw attempted by Oxygen. They've denied the pressure that they try and put into mid. The aggressive B takes have normally ended in a dead player. If anything, we're just talking about how Liquid have had such a solid default that Oxygen are almost forced back into their shell, and they're still going to go run running through. At this stage of the game, you almost have to expect someone to be here.
What you doing?
Well, this is it. All the pressure made over on the A site. 3 players spotted there. They're making a lot of noise. They think, you know what? In a couple of these rounds, Liquid have gone very direct. They've gone 5 players through A long. They've done it twice, I think, at this point. And so I guess they take their chances, right? Roll the dice and try to get the early flank like we'd seen them do down middle, albeit unsuccessfully over in an eco round. This is it's a heartbreaking situation, but 3 on the board. It's essential. Yep.
Oh, okay. All right, Toronto. Maybe they didn't get it wrong. I was thinking they've stacked their players on the other side of the map. They rotated everyone onto A after the pick went in the other direction. They left Toronto to try and be that raid boss, that one defender of this site. And now they've got to be careful. The tag through onto Zisto has just pulled this one apart. Turco tries to get back into the site on his own, and Mitez is just a little bit too far behind. He's left into a 1v2, Mitch, and they desperately need a third.
Oh, they do so badly. Cryptix and Solkus just grouped up on the side as well. This is a really tough one to make work. He's going to pull his stars back, but he has to wait a while before he can even use them. And with the Cosmic Divide for backside, they know where he is. With that alarm bot, there's no way. There's 2 players stacked on top of each other. He can't isolate the fight. He can't take them both down.
You
have
don't
to
clear
jump
the
out
corners,
to face them
That's
perfectly.
your problem.
Unlucky. 10-2. Oxygen. Well, I said I couldn't possibly believe in them if they had 1 Tom. I'll be honest, not much has changed with a second on the board. But it was such a valiant attempt by Toronto, and I think he had to go aggressive there. When they popped that lockdown into play, falling back towards spawn, playing the retake, it was a decision. Sure, it's feasible, but on his way, he was likely to be caught anyways if they pushed on through. And being the only player there, he wanted to make that hero play. But it definitely didn't work.
I think as well, the initial read just comes out because most rounds have ended on A. Like, Liquid have really been focusing on that side of the map. And I sort of mentioned it earlier, I haven't been massively impressed with Oxygen's attempt at retakes. But it also just seems that Liquid are doing very well in their post plant, something that I think that they've definitely worked on coming into like the latter stages of this event. So yeah, thoroughly impressed with Liquid, but Oxygen, it's one hell of a mountain to climb. A map down, 8 rounds behind, and only 3 for Liquid to take themselves through to Iceland. It's going to be a mid-take, the spike rotating in towards B, where we do see a fair amount of the utility, and also Scream and Yumpy. So again, it looks like the read is almost too solid for the side of Liquid.
Yeah, any of these things on their own, utility in a pistol round's always scary. The turret even can do quite a considerable amount of damage. And then you look at the fact that not only is it that, it's Scream, it's Yampy, again, on their own, very dangerous foes. Zistow, he's lurking outside of A. This hasn't actually spotted him on the recon, so he might try to make a sneaky play on through while the rest of the team is distracting on B and pick up the rotates. Scream is the first to eliminate Toronto, the molly to slow them, the smoke to block them, and now this is where you would imagine Zistow makes a big play, but no, it's not to be, and Liquid, they just tear them apart. Zistow was caught out rotating the long way around. I guess he'd been tagged up in an earlier fight off screen with Link because he's now on 49 HP. And, well, yeah, he gets 1 kill, but there's 3 more to go, and they've just blocked him out completely. Closed the door right in his face.
They definitely know where he is, that's for sure. He's just going to walk straight into a crossfire. Again, I have to say, Liquid just look like they've got every single thing planned. Like, they're reading things off a script at this stage. Like, Oxygen have just not been able to pull any wool over their eyes, even with like small attempted fakes in this round. Liquid just didn't budge. They didn't move a single player. They just left everybody on that B site knowing that this is where the play was going to come in, and hey, you have to give props to them that they're just prepared by the looks of it. And while 11-2, no surprise that we're at least going to see some sort of investment here from Oxygen, but actually by the looks of it, I think they're going to play for overtime, which I guess there's no good solution here, but I'm surprised. I thought we would have seen a force.
Well, at least it tells you mentally this team is not broken. They may have just secured a total of 3 rounds so far in this series and be on the verge of losing their potential spot over in Iceland, but they're not going to just count themselves out. They're willing to fight all the way, believe in the game plan, but sometimes you need a lot more than a game plan, and right now you're seeing them being torn apart as expected. Again, they're not really investing into this one, but it's not a pretty sight when they only get the 1 kill. 12 to 2. Liquid, they can do what they want. They can play this as a bonus. They can invest up. They could try to play a 5v5 knife fight. It doesn't much matter because they've got so much room to maneuver. 10 rounds in a row needed for Oxygen to pull this one back.
I would never predicted this. Whether you believe that Liquid were going to come through all the way from Europe to make it through to this stage to fight for EMEA, whether you believe that they had a chance versus FPX, a team that we've expected to be one of the best teams within, maybe even the world. Like, we wanted to see them fight Iceland. I don't think there's anyone who didn't. I don't believe anybody expected that over 2 maps we were going to see Oxygen get maybe only 2 rounds. Like, that was just not plausible at all. Yumpy again is already going to kick things off as Glove is down and out. He will have to watch from the sidelines and hope that his team can help them survive a little bit longer. As now we're going to see some utility expended. Toronto trying to sneak his way through. Scream pulled off the angle, but there's still a player lurking within the smoke. Mitez has been able to find one at least, and Link is going to be there to trade. It's just looking like a better round from Oxygen, but there's Soulcast to put another in the dirt.
Yeah, see, the thing is, it's so close even when there's weaker weapons in play. That's the scary thing. Liquid able to pull it back now and get 2 Vandals for what could be a retake if they don't just go out for the fights right away. Mitez, oh, he swings out for more. Okay. 3 kills on the board. That's what we needed. Oxygen now have the advantage. And with Scream, 30 HP, hey, he's a Phoenix. Hot hands, wall, he can heal, but he's already used those. So instead, he's left now with virtually no health, no ultimate to get him some sort of an advantage to pull back into the round. This was a bonus. This was a weaker buy for a lot of the Liquid guys. And he's got. There's no way. He goes in with an operator. There's no way. He's out of it. He's bailing down the mid. I can see it though. 12-2 up. You're like, now I can one-shot them.
12-2 छ अब चाहिँ स्वे गरिन्छ
उनीहरुले त. Is he going to try and end this in style? Is he going to try and be the screaming team once again? Something that I think is clear to see from today is nowhere near the case anymore. He is a pretty important piece, but yeah, not going to do it this time. They are making sure that there is no way that Oxygen get back into this. At least a shining light, something for Oxygen to get behind. We've not seen anywhere near the best of this roster today. Like, I don't want to sit here and say like we've seen something like, oh yeah, you know, Europe, they're the better, blah blah blah. I don't care. Like, we have seen that this Oxygen side are a strong roster. Today, they've been outclassed. But if Liquid give them an opening, if Liquid give them a way back in, they can build up some momentum. Hey, I'm not going to call the comeback, but it is possible.
I mean, we can't say enough that this is the team that beat FPX 13-7 and 13-5. They dismantled them. Liquid have been looking damn good recently. We said after just... Oh no, is this now? Oh no. That Phoenix Molly is so good. And we've seen that used in North America, even just yesterday for some massive plays. And here it is again. Man, Oxygen traded out. 4v4 rather, but Mitez has got low HP, goes up against the operator. Hey, it's a better fight for him to take, I suppose, but the first bullet does hit and it takes him down. Man advantage now to play with defenders not having a bunch of control. Look at this massive gap over towards Short and Garden. Those guys can push on through and get a lot. The window's still closed though, so wrapping into spawn was pretty much the only option without giving away a lot of information, making a lot of noise. And of course, that player you're seeing on the radar is down below. So when they break it, they're not going to see him. They have to jump down, and Link is hearing it. He's communicating to his teammates. This is where he has an option for another massive play. He did it in the previous map. There's the first, but he's now being spotted. The wall bangs are dangerous from above and beside. And still a man. Oh no, Yerpy! That timing is perfect. He's looking to close it out here, and now with the knives, not going to get it done. Toronto running away with knife in hand, but he runs right into the waiting arms of Solkas. That is the game. 13-3. Team Liquid absolutely demolish Oxygen. They've been off the radar in the EU scene for quite some time.
Oh my god. Shut down नै गरे यार लिक्विडले अक्सिजनलाई. अक्सिजनको अस्ति एकचोटि एउटा चाहिँ हेरेको थिएँ, राम्रो थियो, बट oh my god. No, my bad, my mistake. Take care. Fnatic त्यति मन पर्दैन.
Up against a very shocking Cloud9 Blue who seem on fire since Challengers 2 began.
Sentinel versus Cloud9 दुईचोटि भएको छ के.
absolutely tearing through everyone.
Wait, यो र त्यो सेमे एभनमा हैन
These teams since March out of 20 games played, one of which was the
यो र
Sentinels,
त्यो
still, of course,
सेमे
in the grand finals of Challengers 2. And then Sentinels, since Tense has been on the team, 81% win rate on Haven, dude. This is going to be a banger.
Absolutely, I cannot wait. We're getting under.
America, and maybe one of the reasons we haven't seen Cloud9 pull this map out yet. Save.
Give a little bit of advantage to try and find that info. And straight away, Tense locking in.
Okay. Yeah. फरक रहेछ.
Oh my god. There it goes. Oh my god!
His eyes are against the screen.
Can't even skip.
Your accuracy gains, your reaction speed gains.
I can't even skip this. 30 seconds. What the?
Dan just got his high.
What's this
Up
shit?
against a very shocking Cloud9 Blue who seem on fire. Potentially, you know, adopt things.
Wait a minute, guys. I'm gonna go piss. 2 minutes. 1 minute मात्र भए पनि हुन्छ. I'm gonna go piss. Wait a minute.
Share
I was watching something. I forgot I was streaming. I literally forgot I was streaming. म यहाँ एउटा हेरिरहेको थिएँ बिन्दास भन्ने मुभी रे के अनि त्यसको रिभ्यू गरेर रहेछ एकजनाले Oh my god, that was so freaking funny नि कुरै छोड्दो wait
played, one of which
Okay,
was the
let's
Sentinels, though, of
continue.
course, in the grand finals of Challengers 2. And then Sentinels, since Tens has been on the team, 81% win rate on Haven, dude. This is going to be a banger.
Absolutely, I cannot wait. We're getting underway as the gates come down and Tens to kick things off. The first kill, leaning the way of Sentinels, and now things get a little spooky here for Cloud9 Blue.
Yeah, I mean, the timing that you can create now on that long A position with the Astra allows for heavier engagements through sewers defensively to get picks like that. Tens takes full advantage. Gravel also slowing down the timing on the C take, as we know that Sentinels are kind of have the place to retake. But Poise finds the greatest time ever to backstab through window and blindside Dapper. But Tens and company holding on, but the response from Cloud9 has been swift as well. But it's going to go all the way for the ace. You have to be kidding me.
First round.
He starts it
Bro.
and he finishes it. The Alpha and Omega to kick off this series, Tanner.
What
First round.
a way to get things started. And like you said, Dustin,
Okay.
it all started with the awkward timing from that Astra. They're allowed to get sewers control. They find that first kill. They make the full rotation over. And Tens closes it out. And that's gotta be a bittersweet feeling for this player as he stares in the face of Cloud9, his former squad. And it is going to be a full save. We do see that frenzy on Poise, but
oh my goodness.
This is scary. Right off the rip, you can see the hype train is getting started.
Yeah, that is unreal that he's pulled that off. Again, Poised had such a good backstab there through window. Made you think he was going to disrupt that rotation in back halls, but to no avail. Tens blocks down the spike despite all the chaos thrown his direction. Now they get the freebie round, right? You know, didn't see too heavy of an investment here from the Cloud9 side of things, so Sentinels will be able to mop up no problem as we try to, you know, bring the energy back down for a bit, but I imagine we won't stay there for a long time. I imagine we're in store for a lot more hype. There's just so much on the line here. This is the biggest match of most of these guys' careers in Valorant. The chance to represent NA in the first international LAN, really one of the first LANs, period, in Valorant history. So a lot goes into this, man. So many mind games, so much pressure, so much stress, and so much excitement. And I just can't wait to keep going, man.
And this is where, like you said, the pressure kind of it starts to build. So just as we kind of do on our end of things, the players now need to take a deep breath and just remember, right? You turn names off and you're just playing Valorant. It's 2 quick rounds the way of Sentinels. Now a rifle round here for Cloud9 Blue, and a couple of rifles to matches. Hence fourth one up in the last round, and Sick and have a Phantom in hand. And with these rifles, Cloud9 Blue taking it very slow.
Yeah, they want to make sure that they get their cards right in this situation. They want to not...
Huge drone.
Yeah, this drone is big to catch this aggression that Tens and company were trying to set up at Sewers, but it doesn't matter. Knowing's only half the battle. Azams is still standing here on this bonus Spectre. Good for one. Floppy, a big trade, so at least keep it in this situation. They want to not...
Huge drone.
Yeah, this drone is big to catch this aggression that Tens and company were trying to set up at Sewers, but it doesn't matter. Knowing's only half the battle. Azams is still standing here on this bonus Spectre. Good for one. Floppy, a big trade, so at least keep it even, which will keep the defense a bit spread thin and perhaps allow Cloud9 Blue to pivot and try to find a vulnerability here, as they're putting a lot of faith in Dapper to anchor that C side. They have the Astra Orb kind of blocking B entrance because they want to keep this focus on A side of the map, and they would be right to do so because Sentinels aren't letting, or Cloud9 is not letting up.
And not letting up at all, and I think maybe they were expecting Sentinels to do the same, but the fight for the sewers will continue. Now Sick rearing up to get quite a bit of value. Poise gonna peek this corner. The first kill comes on through. Zeta to trade it back, and now it's all up to Dapper, who's been huge in this tournament thus far. Got a Spectre in hand and 3 players to worry about. Mitch is gonna be the first to contact on this. The kill to come through in the rifle
Nice
round.
try.
9 Blue there on the board. And I guess that kind of shakes the question. Are they nervous? Do they have the nerves? No, they come right into this one stalwart.
Yeah, this is, you know, a great response from Cloud9. They were dealing with the stack, they were dealing with aggression, they lost the opening pick, but then the follow-up was just very decisive. And to get around on the board early after suffering to the 10's ace in the pistol round and having to eco and all that good stuff, it's good to see them have that quick response. And we are going to see the rifles being bought up, though, from Sentinel, so there is only a Judge for Sick, and actually still a Spectre for Zoms and 10's, relying on the daggers only, pretty much, but I mean, they couldn't be in more capable hands.
Absolutely, especially on this map. We saw it slip away a little bit, and it was looking scary against 100 Thieves, but Sentinels were able to reel it back in and close it out. And then eventually the series, now they're looking to go right to work. Down C long, a classic in hand. Sick, unfortunately, not able to find too much, but the shock darts are able to finish off Zeta. The knives are still on line, I believe, for 10's, although chipped away, but very favorable trades. You got a kill on the board, and the HP is so low. Poison Leaf are hurting.
Yeah, 10's not getting a frag, but I feel like he and Sick were definitely a part of the assist that led to that shock dart frag, so definitely still having value in the round to really thwart what Cloud9 were hoping to attempt that long C, and now 10's even pushes down the clear closet, knowing that no presence is still there, allows him to kind of pivot more towards, you know, this back hall area and into B-side itself, but unfortunately for them, Leaf has taken control of Garage with a couple of teammates. He's gotten another kill here. That's going to kind of even the numbers now as they're lined to look into the C site. They had that Nebula smoke up, blocking off the back calls, but the Gravwell slows down their progression, allowing them to get in sight to back up Sick. Great move by Zoms.
Spotted barely on the back end, but he's still able to find the kills, and the Judge is starting to go to pick up the round.
Huge there. You got to give a lot of credit to Zoms. Again, he's kind of the unsung hero a lot of times of the Sentinel squad. He's very good at clutching. He's got great decision making, and he was very quick to be able to adopt Astra and use her effectively. That Gravwell at that garage hallway, so pivotal to allow him to make sure that his teammate inside the site wasn't going to be stranded, that he was going to be able to back him up for trades, and trades weren't even required. They just clean house, man. Really quick response from Sentinels, not letting Cloud9 Blue build up any momentum off that first gun round that they got. And now you can see what Cloud9 Blue are left with here. They're going to have to go Sheriff on Floppy, Frenzy on Mitch. So definitely a half.
Wait a minute. Second. Okay.
Way by Sick, trying to get aggressive here out in middle. Oh no, he didn't stop the boombot. He thought that his hot hands would take care of the job. He miscalculated. It cost him his life. And in a round that was a mixed buy for Cloud9 Blue, that's a huge advantage to get so early.
Yeah, and forgive me, but I didn't see if the run it back was available before death or on death there. So either way, a huge ultimate to know what back was available before death or on death there. So either way, a huge ultimate to no longer have, a huge player to no longer have for this Sentinel squad is Cloud9 Blue. They're on a labored buy. It's only 3 rifles for this team and a couple of pistols. So this is definitely a Sentinels round to win, and Shazam is looking to swing it right back. The first onto Floppy, not going to find the next, but a tag surely will do enough. Leaf once more, lower HP. It should be spotted by the drone, tries to push it right to Shazam. The ticks are there, but Shazam finds the shot in the frenzy, just not able to do enough.
I didn't think he'd be able to recover in time. I thought that with the timing of that drone death that he might get caught his pants down a bit, but able to recover and get the kill anyhow. Leaf, though, huge kill onto Dapper, allowing the spike plant to come through and even numbers back up to a 3-on-3, making this retake much more difficult in Sentinels. They have no ults in play. They have to rely strictly on gunplay, but Zeta cutting them off at the pass here at this lower rotation point.
Things once more have since slowed down. Shazam lower HP after that earlier duel, able to find the first. The HP doesn't matter. A 3K for the Sova. Zeta not able to get on the board to match, and it's Leaf. The low HP raise in a 1v2. Both players are low, but he's got to try and kill them both, and he can't do it. Shazam picks up 4 just a second.
See that? Like, यसरी खेल्ने के अघि अक्सिजनहरुले कम्बो यस्तो हुन्छ के लाइक double peak लिने जस्तो.
Sentinels do as well.
Shazam, such a big factor in that round. Obviously, the 4 kills on the surface kind of already indicate that, but when you look at it more deeply, you comb through all the fine details. Again, getting that drone out in B, getting this off as well, but prior to that to get them back in. And again, this recovery is so big, you think Mitch has to jump on him for sure. The timing would not favor Shazam, but he gets it anyway. Low health, still swings out Poise, and then he jumps down. And really, I think his play there was just to be more bait for Zoms, right? To kind of allow him to really be the trade fragger, but again, just takes care of it by himself. And this is now going to have a run it back in play for Sick. It's going to be an eco here for Cloud9 Blue, so they may not even choose to use it here, but if they need it, they got it. And they are just starting to really set a good pace here to kick off Haven. Again, the pick of Cloud9 Blue, they've been tearing everyone else up on, but Sentinels is a different beast, man. And when you come for that, you best not miss.
We're round 6 here on Haven, and I think most notably, every single round matters here when you're looking back to recent. Every single round matters here when you're looking back to recent, where Sentinels have this incredible lead over 100 Thieves, but then they almost lose it. They were able to close it out, like I said earlier, but the more you give Cloud9 Blue of your Sentinels, the scarier things can be, because we have seen worst case scenario situations. Now it's a quick take towards B. The spike going to be following up, and the Nebula Smoke's going to block out both connectors for now. So at the very least, Floppy will get that spike down, but Zom's going to go to work, going to find the kills instead. He will gladly trade a spike plant for some kills. And he's gonna get back to the Floppy with the Sheriff. This was the round to go the way of Sentinels, but Cloud9 Blue surely look to make it hurt. 2 kills and a spike plant on the round, but Sentinels can pick up 5.
Yeah, with what was invested, all you can really hope for is if you get like some miracles off the Sheriffs, but really the primary job there is to get that spike plant, get that economy, and maybe try to force some rebuys out of your opponent, right? Try to keep their credits somewhat in check, which they have been able to accomplish. So kind of a small victory there for Cloud9 Blue, but unfortunately, close doesn't count anymore. Sentinel's lead is building to just such a high level right now. And here's the thing about their Haven. You know, their attacking side is far superior, right? They're near 64% win rate attacking side on Haven as opposed to 58% on the defense. So with them doing this well on such a large amount, rotations can be hard and defenses can sometimes struggle. I mean, they're loving this right now. They're laughing all the way to the bank at this point. So Cloud9 Blue need to make a statement quick, and this is what they're choosing to try to put forward to do it. Cosmic Divide to try to get into the C side, but here comes Sick on the ult, and it gets canceled out by the Showstopper. That's still not the best use of that rocket.
Yeah, and we're seeing the Cosmic Divide is sometimes so hard to use as a Hunter. Sherry's gonna be traded back and forth. Zeta gets nothing, but Shazam gets 2. You pushed up to the site, but it was all for naught. Mitch gonna fall out towards mid, and it's only 1 kill traded. Floppy and Zeta need to do something huge to try and pick up another round, and they're gonna find themselves on another labored buy.
Yeah, it's tough because at least you stop Sick's ult from having impact, but that means that Showstopper that you want to be using to clear off angles on the site to control it for yourself is now off the board. So not the cancellation you were kind of hoping for, and then everyone just starts kind of teeing off for the Sentinel side, particularly Shazam's 2 kills. And that kill, though, from Floppy cracks the door back open just a smidge. Shazam's 2 kills, hoping for, and then everyone just starts kind of teeing off for the Sentinel side, particularly Shazam's 2 kills. And that kill, though, from Floppy cracks the door back open just a smidge. They're still down a man. They're running out of time. They don't really have that much map control, but maybe there's a chance. But Zeta has to win this fight against Dapper on site. That's really the only way forward.
30 seconds left.
In the dance towards backside, Zeta's gonna find the kill. Knows another one there as well. It's gonna be Sick, who takes down that recon bolt. Floppy gets spot on the flank, but he's gonna get attacked from the side. Needed to be a bit more careful as they look to push behind. Unfortunately, gonna get pinched. Now the grab pulls him right in, and Zeta vulnerable on the site. And Sick to find the kill. Cloud9 Blue almost turn it around, but it's Sentinels continuing their reign.
Again, Zob's the unsung hero. Then he basically saves Sick from getting flanked, and he uses the grab to set Sick up to end the round. So, I mean, Zom's utility usage and fragging coming where it needs to be. Again, this is just so tough. Look at the Star Wars going on here as Sam just keeps hitting that default plant zone and gets 2 picks because of it. Glad we were able to capture that in the replay. And it sets Cloud9 Black so much they have to go for another save, man. They are getting absolutely rinsed so far here on Haven. And again, if you come with the king, you can't miss, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, we know Cloud9 Blue's success on Haven has been pivotal in Challengers 2 and throughout this finals bracket to get where they are, but now you're up against the cream of the crop, and they're struggling to put on a similar performance to what they've done in the past against other opposition.
On the eco, a bit slower of a push towards the seaside again, just trying to split it, and Sick picks ones up through the wall, Mitch to fall, and again, this is a round surely to go the way of Sentinels, and the economy flourishing, even if you did a bit of damage for Cloud9 Blue. Things should be a-okay going into the next. Sick just continues to go back to work. Now the spike has been planted, so all is okay on that front, and now unfortunately Sick trapped behind. No, he's not trapped. He's got him right where he wants him for the ace.
Are you serious? Sentinels have 2 aces in 8 rounds played.
Now, unfortunately, Sick trap been planted. So all is okay on that front, and now, unfortunately, Sick trap behind. No, he's not trapped. He's got him right where he wants him for the ace.
Are you serious? Sentinels have 2 aces in 8 rounds played. Between 2 of their players. This puts Sick back onto another run it back already. 10's only 1 away from daggers. And it's like, finally, you think you're maybe getting something going, but it's just an uphill climb through and through, man. You keep getting forced to save, and you have to keep battling these ults. You never really get around where you feel like you can find footing. And C9 will take a tactical pause here, and can you blame them? It's like the coach for the Monstars from Space Jam just screaming timeout in the middle of the game. I know that reference will be lost upon some of our audience, but, you know, some people will get that one. But I feel like that must be the thought process behind Cloud9 Blue right now.
And, I mean, that one, again, it is an eco round, right? So the 2 aces have come from the pistol round, and then another anti-eco where Cloud9 Blue find themselves on Frenzies, I think a Stinger, and maybe a couple of Sheriffs. But either way, it hurts so much, and, you know, the biggest hype behind a round like that for Sentinels is that the kills weren't kind of just spread out all over the place, like you said. It's Sick again on another run it back, who was absolutely huge in the last one. With that run it back, he was able to outplay the Cosmic Divide from Floppy on that C site, and then again, just play it. Once he gets sent back, he just plays it like it's a blaze wall. Curveball on the outside, and the rest of the team is there to finish it up. So a huge round for Sentinels to win. Now, off the back end of a tactical pause dust, Cloud9 Blue, they've got to start turning around right here.
They're starting to come online, man. Again, Leaf has been one of the top 3 performers on Duelist, and one of the top 3 players just in general for the Challengers Finals and throughout Challengers too. He's been such a strong Duelist for this team, and they've been missing him in this game. As Sick is going to go for the run it back, and he gets a pick with it before poise. Oh no, and there's no ability to trade that back. Obviously, with it being an alt, that's such a big opening pick for, you know, Sentinels have not had too many buys, Tanner, and to have that happen to you right after a tactical timeout is so grueling. And this A defense is still in place. They're committing to it, man. They're still trying to find something here, and the A side has been so well reinforced by Sentinels. They have such a good read of things.
And if you're Cloud9 Blue, what else do you do? C, the retake on C has been absolutely huge. Oh, Leafton gets spotted. It is going to be a kill still for Shazam. It's traded back, but you're already down a player.
Right.
Spotted. It is going to be a kill still for Shazam. It's traded back, but you're already down a player.
Right.
The Sentinel's still favorable when it comes to the manpower, and this one as Sick continues to jump peek towards the back of the site. But as I was saying before, what do you do? If you go plant C, you're just going to get retaken on. We've seen it multiple times this game thus far. You have to fight for something else, and even when they do, it just completely gets stunted.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, they need to start doing something with Floppy's Asher utility on that long A corner you have to feel to push off the aggression to allow them some space to breathe.
Ooh, Leaf.
But that's a big entry there. The man we were talking about, Leaf, gets the kill into Zom's blast backs in the site. There's splits coming from Mitch, but it's been cut off by Sick. Leaf able to get a third, though, keep it even in this close plant situation. This is maybe Leaf's opportunity to really have impact here.
And his ears were ringing dust. He heard you talking about him, saying he was one of the top performing duelists here in this one, able to take down the cam of one. Now needs to find the last. There'd be an ace on the route, but Dapper clutches it out. No ace for you. Sentinels will push to 8.
I guess just the world knew that we couldn't handle another ace this fast in this match, man. But you felt like it was right around the corner. Certainly looked to be on the horizon there for Leaf. He was doing some big things throughout that round to try to really instill his will on the server.
Duelist मध्ये राम्रो
Cloud9 Leaf अनि Benz मात्र थियो.
त्यति राम्रो. Voice पनि ठिकै छ, but Leaf चाहिँ अलिक खतरै छ के. Like
substantial impact on the round. Right? And even his entry into sewers,
बबाले
his
खेल्छ के.
flanker got caught in Mitch. So it's like every time he was setting
यस्तोमा
something.
हुँदाखेरि अब तिम्रो Mitch र विनरसँग कम्पेयर गर्न सक्दैन नि त. हैन? जस्तै जेटा पोइज त ठिकै भनौँ फ्लपी पनि यिनीहरूसँग कम्पेयर गर्न मिल्दैन हैन. लिफ चाहिँ मिल्छ के. लाइक लेभल चाहिँ त्यस्तै लेभलमा छ के लिफ पनि खतरै
up, the follow through could never be there because Sentinels were always wise to, you know, a potential snake in the grass, I guess you could say, and able to handle it and keep things kind of on equal footing throughout the round. And in the 1v1, just a little short is Leaf, but they're able to still full buy here. But again, that doesn't matter much anymore. They need rounds.
Sick to Bombard मरेको देखेर पो त
This time Sick able to take down the Boombot with the hot hands and make it out of Garage. It's going to be another Cosmic Divide from Floppy. Used to try and get some pressure towards C. And with this, the Spike's still hovering towards A, so they're trying to make some changes. And Leaf, the utility goes right through it. The bullets will not follow as Tense picks up one, pops the knives, looks to clear out the site. The Spike's still headed over towards A, but the battle will ensue for this mid-C area. And Zoms is no fool. Zoms knows exactly what's up here, Dust.
Yeah, he's gotten here just in time. Spike's starting to plant. Will he peek in time to disrupt it? No, he's still playing behind this wall. They're right next to each other. And now he steps out and finds Mitch for free, gets him back into a man advantage on this retake.
Stars to go down. Empress gonna be popped as well. Floppy gets on the board. Oh my goodness, Tense tries to go up, but what goes up must come down. We find ourselves in a 1v1. The mirror matchup.
Oh my god. Bro.
That was down to the wire throw, man. 11 HP, spraying a Spectre and praying that it was down to the
Imposter must come down. We find ourselves in a 1v1. The mirror matchup, the Imposter, the Spectre, and Zeta picks up another for Cloud9 Blue.
That was down to the wire throw, man. 11 HP, spraying a Spectre and praying that it would work in time, and it almost fell short, but he does get it done. But I think the star of that round is probably Poised. The kill he catches on Tens when he goes up with this updraft and the daggers was so big, man. Really kind of saved the day because you felt like Sentinel's retake really had a wallop behind it until he pulled that frag off. Finally, another round for Cloud9 Blue, but it can't be on an island.
Like, यस्तो के मैले हैन लकडाउन लागेदेखिको एक हप्ता जति नै 6-7 घण्टा खेल्यो होला के द्याट्स वाइ यो stress paras लाग्यो मलाई मेरो हातमा चाहिँ हैन.
And again, Tanner, they need to be able to really build up some mass in this half. They can't just keep being isolated to around here and there. There's only 2 left to go. And again, Sentinel's attacking time on this map is so good.
Tense does it again.
So good. Played it to around here and there. There's only 2 left to go. And again, Sentinel's attacking time on this map is so good.
Tense does it again. How he finds the kill through mid, dashes away, and he just continues to be a terror. He continues to prove why people think he is the best in North America. He stays alive to find some more. People think he is the best
Tensely
in
North
America. He stays alive to find some more, and Dapper's right there behind him to back him up. Garage is not free. You have to pay for it with your life. The kill is traded, but Floppy is worse for wear.
Oh, that shot that might land on him. Ooh, that was so close to ending his life right there. Was able to duck and dodge away. But of course, again, the story of this half is most of these rounds, Cloud9 Blue are never really a man ahead for too long, and now it's getting worse. Half is most of these rounds away. But of course, again, the story of this half is most of these rounds, Cloud9 Blue are never really a man ahead for too long, and now it's getting worse as Sick finds Floppy. Spike down in window room. Zeta trying to catch Sick does. That's well done. I thought he'd get caught by the curveball. Unfortunately, again, every time something starts to go their way, Sentinels just comes right back at them. And now Zoms will finish it off. It's going to be 9-2 lead now for Sentinels. And man, it's just like Cloud9 Blue can never really get an edge in any of these rounds. And it can never really get a foothold. At best, they're on even numbers all the way through.
Now look at this. You watch. You're looking at this, right? यसरी नै थाहा पाइन्छ क्या like the difference between the teams like what is this boys I know हुन्छ
In that
happens
one,
but
8
pro
to
भएपछि त
4
अलिकति हुनु
is
पर्यो नि
bad,
अलिकति
but it
त्यही
feels
पनि
like
त्यस्तो
you
छ
lose
I don't know के भन्नु
less
हुन
momentum,
त
right?
फेरि
You have a bit more
like 10 जस्तोसँग खेल्दा 10 sick सजाम पनि त्यस्तै छ लाइक यो सब टिमै त्यस्तो खतरै छैन बट यिनीहरूसँग खेल्दा अलिक इन्टिमिडेटेड त हुन्छ but still like you're a pro man come on you should not be doing this 4-11 Reina okay what can I say
hope when you go into it 8-4. Now, not only did they not pick up that round on rifles to try and net the 8-4 half, but they're back on a labored buy.
Here's the
Everything
thing.
that they can afford is
you're
one
on
rifle.
Here's some big context for you. In the year 2021, which is basically February 11th forward, Cloud9 Blue has had a near 70% attacking win rate on this map, and they're limited right now to 2 rounds.
See that leaf
Looking to make it 3. Hunter Shuri. Nice paint shells to try and keep Dapper away for now, and it's actually going to find the kill. Dapper not
Where is
respecting
Poise?
the damage. It's Shazam
Poise can't. Poise
looks
more.
to trade. Looking to make
Yeah,
it 3.
Poise
Hunter Shuri.
still
Nice paint shells to try and keep Dapper away for now, and it's actually going to find the kill. Dapper not respecting the damage. As Shazam looks to trade back Hunter Shuri of his own. Sick. The push through the Nebula and Leaf just popping grapes. He wasn't allotted an ace.
Where are they? Where are they?
The Nebula and Leaf just
Leaf त्यहाँ बसेर हानिरहेछ मारिरहेछ यिनीहरू कहाँ छ के
He wasn't allotted an ace earlier. Won't be allotted an ace this time around, but does heaps of damage for his
Look at
squad
them.
and makes 9-3 quite doable. But Zoms is still alive. Zoms is Mr. Multi-kill in this game, and he's done so much for the squad as he turns his back to Zeta. He looks to fight towards Mitch. He's able to pick it up, but 81 health is all he's got. He goes Galactic to put the stars down. The gravity well, the push from Zeta.
Nice one, though.
And the round to Cloud9
But still,
Blue, 9-3 at
त्यहाँ
the
त्यो
half.
सबलाई मारिरहेछ तिनीहरू बाहिर कहाँ बी बाहिर छ क्या तिनीहरू बी बाहिर गराज भित्र
They do need, what was it, the special...
सपोर्ट गर्नलाई पनि एकजना हुँदैन क्या
Like a blue
त्यसो
bottle
बेला
with a piece of paper taped to it. Yeah, the secret stuff.
टिम वर्क
Think of
भनेको
what-
त यो सेन्टिनल्सको जस्तो हुनुपर्छ आइहाल्ने क्या
Yeah, they need
त्यहाँ
something,
आउँदैन
bro. They need a miracle. Again, this is a team that has, you know, regularly been able to win around 70% of their attacking rounds, and this one they only got 3. That is just really an uphill climb at that point, because defensively they only win about half their rounds, and you're going up against a team and Sentinels who, again, are around that 60+% range on attacking round success since Tenz has been on the team. We already knew it was going to be an uphill climb considering Sentinel's success on Haven, considering the last time they met on Haven head-to-head in the finals of Challengers 2, where Sentinels used that map as part of a 3-0 victory. But now this really feels like a bridge too far the way that the score has already started out.
Looking to play retake our Cloud9 Blue. Sentinel's going to get the spike planted on B for free. The paint shell's not going to do too much, but a blast pack chips away at Tenz's HP. Now 85 on the Jet as he looks to trade some back. The Nebula smoke is there. There's the tap, and they're baiting out a handful of this utility. It's still a 5v5. Leap and Poise look to position outside of this B side, and they're all starting to fall, but Dapper will stand to trade a kill back. Now needs to do the rest of the damage. The dink and through the box, but Mitch will sit him down. 19 HP separated these teams from a pistol round, but it goes to Cloud9.
What a chaotic slugfest that round was.
For real, man.
You
That
have to feel like
was
that's going to be expected.
good
This
from
is such an
Cloud9
aggressive
too.
team, and Cloud9 Blue will be forced to match that pace, and they did this round. Mitch coming up big in the 1v1 there.
के को 1v1 भागिरहेको थियो त्यो चोर त्यहाँ हान्दा बेला Look at this. Look at this के भागिरहेको थियो तर रिलोड गरेर जस्तो लाग्यो
Will stand to trade a kill back. Now needs to do the recipe.
Makes sense.
And no Spectre do just they need to tread water, man. But they are still very close to sinking. They need to make sure this round works, and they're gonna have to make sure they get the bonus in the next one. We know how hard bonus rounds can be to convert, but if they've ever needed one, it's next round.
Even in this one, I was about to say, there it is. The Sheriffs do so much work for the squad. Mitch able to trade a kill back, but 10's still alive, and he's still a menace. Sick finally to fall here as the Jet looks to find some work on the seaside. Unfortunately, there are no listings. As Mitch goes toe-to-toe with the counterpart, it's Dapper to pick it up. Now one away from the neural theft is the Cypher for Sentinels, and one kill away.
Zom's just running, bro.
Cloud9 Blue.
He's got the sneakers on. He's full sprint into A, and he will get the spike plant. There is no question about that. That's going to get some additional funds to Sentinels, who did not invest in this round, really. Some Sheriffs, yeah, sure, but this is really going to kind of bolster their full buy when they choose to go for it. Now, Zonta's chances of actually clutching this, I mean, with no utility, pretty slim. But, again, to get the spike plant and get a couple of guns down is no small feat in itself.
At the very least, these are the credits that you needed if you're Sentinels. And the kills to come on through, Zom.
That's nice try.
Punishes the Spectres here. Is going to make that bonus a whole lot worse. A couple of players are going to have to rebuy into this next round. And as I was saying, that spike plant, if you bought Sheriffs, that's kind of washed away because you get some extra credits because of it. So Sentinels are going to be looking pretty in this rifle.
Oh, absolutely. It makes, you know, the anti-bonus play even more fierce from them. Full rifles across the board, no problem. Certainly won't have any shortage of abilities. And, I mean, this is tough because look what it's done. Floppy and Zeta don't really want to have to buy here. They're going to go on Ghost only, so it's just with respecters. Bonuses are already hard to convert, and to have them set back like this makes it even harder. And as I say that, though, Zeta picks up the Guardian last minute, and Floppy picks up a Spectre as well. So they're going to replenish that, but again, it's keeping their credits so low, Tanner. And if this doesn't work, I mean, Sentinel's going to be so close to map point at that time.
Yeah, if this doesn't go their way because they force in the bonus, the next rifle round, should they buy up in the next, is going to look very similar to what we're seeing here from Cloud9 Blue, and it could quite possibly mean 11 rounds for Sentinels. Although we have just made our way to the first rifle round for Sentinels, they're taking it a whole lot slower. The pace slowed down, and maybe trying to get Cloud9 Blue to play their game now.
I mean, they know how much this round means if they can win it. This is very close to them just shutting down the map. And again, they also know the weight behind this series. So it's understandable that maybe they would be a little bit more cautious. But Leaf playing up close here could be a problem with the Spectre. It seems like Shazam is keen on keeping an eye on it. But now they start to pass by. Leaf trigger discipline here. Might find a really big timings. Lines up the kill onto Dapper. And he's able to escape. The long A attack being slowed down with a grab ball as well, so Sentinels can't really follow up quickly, and now we're going to see Sick have to pop that, run it back to try to start clearing this side up. Does spot one, spots another, Tins gets it, and they are recovering the round.
Wow, the timing there. I thought the run it back was going to get nothing because Sick completely looks away from Leaf, but Tens pushes up from Sewers, finds that kill up towards...
देख्यो नि यहाँबाट आकोले अनि त्यसले उता मार्न सक्यो नि लाइक look at this त्यो मर्यो के छैन हैन ड्यापर मर्यो अब हेरे he is going right, he altered and he went there. Look at Tens. Tens पनि गइरहेछ के Tens ले पनि यता हेरिरहेछ के त्यहाँ त अब यताबाट तीनजना गइरहेछ यताबाट एकजना पनि गएको छैन यताकोले अनि यिनीहरुलाई मारिरहेछ लाइक अहिलेको म्याचमा अक्सिजनले लाइक दुईजना यता गएर एकजना मात्र हो नि यताबाट गएको भए त्यो त थाहा पाउँथे नि एकजना यता गयो मर्यो तीनजना यता वटा हेरेर बसिरहेछ एकजना यता एकजना यता बसिरहेछ what are they doing like प्रो टिम्सहरुले पनि त्यस्तो नराम्रो खेल्छ भनेर थाहा थिएन मलाई तर हुन त हो सेभ राउन्डमा भएकोले पनि हो बट द कम्पोजिसन खेल्ने पारा नै त्यस्तो थियो के सेभ राउन्ड नभइकन गन किनेको राउन्डमा बाई राउन्डमा पनि त्यस्तै गरेर थियो के त्यही एउटा
another Tins gets it and they are recovering the round.
Okay, 3v3.
Wow, the timing there. I thought the run it back was going to get nothing because Sick completely looks away from Leaf, but Tens pushes up from sewers, finds that kill up towards A short, and now we find ourselves in 3v3, but Mitch finally getting value on the flank, buying so much attention, and Tens has to go huge, but he can't do it. Cloud9 Blue convert the bonus.
Mitch's flank was so fast, man. Sentinels had really no idea. Sure, as time starts to pass, you begin to understand that the flank could be a threat, but they just not anticipating it being that rapid. So Mitch, huge part of the puzzle there, but also got to respect this play from Leaf early on.
कसरी
to get
clear
them,
when
you know, in the hunt to make sure that they were at least going to be in the race all the way through the rounds. Was a good recovery for Sentinels to get it back into a 3 versus 3 and get a spike plant, but again, Mitch with such a great flank. Now he has their neural theft available. They've been able to win the bonus. They now have Sentinels onto a save, and now Cloud9 Blue are starting to make this a contest, man. Like, if you thought that it was just going to be a Sentinel steamroll, which it did look that way for a while, all of a sudden, everything's come back into question.
And what we said could happen to Cloud9 Blue, the inverse is happening, where Sentinels not only lose that bonus round, but they lose quite possibly the next one, giving Cloud9 Blue 2 free rounds, pushing them to 7 rather than Sentinels to 11. And there it is. That's where it all starts. Mitch up top on the box, able to find one onto Zoms. Now you do still have to be wary, right? I think everybody. Oh, the leap over the trap wire there. Unfortunately, doesn't amount to a whole lot. The blade's gonna be used out.
Oh,
dashes in right to his death, and they're starting to get mowed down. Flawless in response for Cloud9.
See what Tens was thinking. The cogs were turning. He's thinking, if I can dash past this drone, I get the Sova for free. What he didn't anticipate was that Floppy was there as the guardian angel. And it was a bit of a Hail Mary anyway to pull out.
It was
the
a save
daggers,
round, so yeah.
At the time, it was a 45 when
No
he popped it,
worries.
and then by the time he had to use it, it was already a 3 versus 5. So, you know, chances were slim to none anyway, but I like the idea, but just great considerations by Cloud9 Blue to make sure that that was going to be covered. Once they heard the daggers pop, they knew that Tens might look for an aggressive play like that, and they were prepared. So again, Cloud9 Blue chipping away at the lead. The gap is shrinking rapidly at this point, and Cloud9 Blue have a great chance at perhaps making the comeback happen. Poison's aggression, a little bit stuffed there at A, thanks to Shazam. Oh, that was great timing there to realize what's going on at Garage. Great grab. Well, Zeta will play off of it for a kill onto Dapper.
Ooh, dashing in, able to find that kill on the site. So 1 for 1 we go, but Sentinel's worse for wear. Zom's only on 8 HP, and as soon as that spike looks to get planted, I would imagine we see some utility used. Leap on the back end, toss out the paint shells, trying to clear out this C-long area, and this is where just about everybody is playing. No, Leap is completely left, but they have to be wary of this. Zeta looks to clear out the site with the ultimate. Recon Bolt can get some information. Down it goes! Down the lane and knocks down 2. Make it 3 for Leap. Shazam the 4th. He's able to trade back 2, but now needs to stop the spike from getting diffused. 2 players standing in front of him. He finds one, but not the next point. The last one standing for Cloud9 to find their 8th round.
Really good defensive round there from Cloud9 Blue. Great use of the grab well there from Floppy to set Zeta up to get the intel on Garage. Also, their flank was just so fast. Zeta up to get the intel on Garage. Also, their flank was just so fast to make sure that Sentinels had to be going. See if they had no flank was just so fast to make sure that Sentinels had to be going. See if they had no fallback option. And then Leaf, who had that flank, falls off of it very quickly, rotates the ult around, and then just lines up a double with it. Don't see that too often. So huge. And now if they can win this round, they probably put Sentinels onto yet another save, and that would be a chance to take the lead, Tanner. From being down, I think at one point they were down 1-8. They might actually be able to grab a lead here. Again, up against Sentinels attacking side, which is historically so strong.
And we're seeing why, but that is the beauty. Again, it's so much.
That Leaf
lobby area, but you have that buddy system, and it works so well. Unfortunately, Flop doesn't have anybody to back him up there. Now Leaf, who has since postured aggressively, needs to get out of dodge, and he's not able to do so. So Zeta and Mitch, the support players here for Cloud9 Blue, need to come up huge in a 2v4, make it a 1v4. And Mitch, unfortunately, doesn't have the superior positioning. No flank, nobody caught off guard. Got the neural theft available, but this is a very tall task for the Cypher.
Yeah, it's not looking too good here for Mitch.
Utility
All for him really is that he has a neural theft available if he can get that first kill. But I mean, with the
Camera
time
सीमा छ
dwindling, I just don't see a way forward. And this is a big response for Sentinels, whose credits were basically on the verge of being cracked, and the save was right around the corner, and a chance for Cloud9 Blue to take the lead was right there for the taking if that were to occur. But Sentinels not succumbing to the pressure. Coming in, winning a big 10th round, and they do so clean, which is even more important, Tanner, considering their economy. To get away with 4 weapons like this, that is really icing on the cake. Now they have a run it back available. They had the Cosmic Divide. They had the Hunter Series. They have so many tools to put forward. Whereas when you look at C9 Blue, the Cosmic Divide not normally as important defensively, except for maybe for some retake situations. You know, Mitch is required to get a kill to really get value out of his neural theft. So, I mean, Sentinels have a chance to really just drive this thing home, especially considering that Cloud9 Blue's economy is also quite fragile. Really, the teams kind of share that potential problem. So this is such a big potential swing round because of that.
Floppy सँग चाहिँ साट्नु पर्छ
Now I'm
के
interested to see. We've seen a couple of Cosmic Divides used over towards C to split that backside garage area. Attack from Shazam is going to lead to not a tag with Hunter Shuri, unfortunately going wide. 2 ultimates used and nothing to be found but information. As Zeta looks to get a bit of his own, the full rotate lead to not a tag with the Hunter Shuri, unfortunately going wide.
ए अल्टीले shield पनि जान्ने alright.
2 ultimates used and nothing to be found but information. As Zeta looks to get a bit of his own, the full rotate coming on through. The spike still hanging out towards A lobby though, so a whole lot. And I believe the Cosmic Divide is coming down, so you have to push through this here. You have to push to the Cloud person. Zeta does just that. Mitch picks up another sick on the site, trying to do everything that he can as Zeta continues to go to work. But now the odds are even for just a moment. Mitch has a huge round and Poise closes out another.
Big round from Cloud9 Blue. As you said, Sentinels getting really
Zeta
no
ले
value out
खतरा
of
गरे
either of their ults there other than maybe Intel at best.
Shazam को ulti पनि dodge गर्यो
Not wind up with at least some type of pick, some type of entry point. And then they just kept following up, but Cloud9 already had 4 players at A site by the time the commitment was there.
Shazam को ulti पनि dodge गर्यो Sick को ulti पनि फुटायो
situation or to take a step back.
He did good, man.
Try to pivot elsewhere and hope that you can expose Cloud9's over rotation, but that never happened. They never let up, and it came back to haunt them. Both teams still coming into the full buy, but again, the credits are really running low due to some of these exchanges and how some of these rounds have played out. 10's looking to be the tip of the spear in this round, trying to come in and catch an entry, but Poise at such a great angle will get first blood anyway, and with the dismiss gets away. No potential trade there for Sentinels, and that's a big opening for him.
पछाडीबाट ट्याग गर्दिरे
Sick tagged twice on the round. Fortunately for him, there is no Hunter Shuri available, nobody else to follow up on that. So just some information that they're still looking to play, maybe through this garage or up towards B. The mid area completely on lock. My Sentinels for a moment. Dapper able to upgrade to a Vandal thanks to his fallen teammate. It's a price to pay, but we'll see what he can get done with it. Full armor, full HP, but down a player are Sentinels.
Yeah, they're gonna try to make a play here into garage. Mitch using a nice little one-way cage here to try to spot some feetsies coming through. They actually decide to back off knowing how dangerous playing into that one-way could be. But now they come in right after it's extinguished. Poise gets nailed by that dart. Sick jumping up with it. Almost finishes the job, but not quite. They still make their way to the side, but Mitch lining up a great headshot over the logs onto Sick, keeping them a man ahead. Dapper was able to trade it back to get the spike plant potentially, but they're still going to be a man down in the post plant. They don't have the best positioning. They don't have any ults in play either. Meanwhile, Cosmic Divide stops them from just playing from long.
Oh my goodness, and Leaf going to work from downtown. Floppy
Leaf खतरा के
but that's it right there, Dust. 10-10, we're knotted up in Cloud9. I mean, even surprising us here in their defensive side. Now stunting this Sentinel squad, tying us up. And this is where boys come in right here, right now. Haven has been a problem for a handful of teams in this tournament. Somebody has to close this out.
Again, man, you look at Sentinels, just, a near 80% win rate since Tins has been on board. In fact, it's 81%, 64% win rate on the attack, and they are being limited in such a pivotal moment. again, I feel like a big part of it is the quick flanks. Think about how often that's factored in. Leafs had 2 quick flanks
Leaf
on long
यति
C that
चाँडो
have been
आउँछ
so
नि.
disruptive,
Oh my god.
not allowing Sentinels to settle in the post plant. And then Mitch had that big flank up sewers a few rounds ago where he doubled up to basically put them in charge. And now they tied the game up 10-10. They had Sentinels. He doubled up to basically put them in charge. And now they
Wow, okay.
tied the game up rounds ago where he doubled up to basically put them in charge. And now they tied the game up 10-10. They had
Bro.
Sentinels on the low buy.
That's a nice one, man. Oh
And
man.
I mean, things are looking swimmingly all of a sudden for Cloud9. They were 1-8 down again, Tanner. Can't stress that enough. They made such a crazy comeback, and they're going all the way, it seems. Floppy with a big double.
Oh, and Leaf picks up another one. Dapper again falls to the paint shells, not respecting the damage. Didn't have the space to get away, and the showstopper running out, but it's shot off anyways. Shazam chipped away 39 HP. Cloud9 are looking to find their first lead in the game, and there it is.
Oh my goodness. Cloud.
that satchling was good, man. The floppy like mathi
Blue are doing it all of a sudden. They're
that was
doing
so
the
good.
unthinkable. Leaf. We talked about how slow of a start he had. He is now 23-19. He is the top fragger on the server by a decent margin. You have Poi starting to make some big plays. His overall frag might not be high, but he's made a couple of big kills that have really helped this team along.
Zeta, what's Zeta, man? 15, 13, 13 assists. Oh my god. यिनीहरूको नि असिस्ट चाहिँ कति धेरै के लाइक यस्तो हुनुपर्छ क्या लाइक डबल पिक गरेर ड्यामेज दुवैले दिने के जसले आउट फ्र्याग गरे पनि मतलब छैन जस्ट जित्नु पर्यो लाइक त्यो मेन्टालिटीले खेल्नुपर्छ क्या लिफ हेर्न खतरा खेल्दा छ लिफ टेन्सले आउट फ्र्यागिङ चाहिँ गरेर छैन बट हिज प्लेइङ ठिकै लिफले चाहिँ खत्रै हार्ड क्यारिङ म्यान
Generally speaking, Cloud9
त्यसले
Blue
गर्दा
rise
धेरैले
to the
जितिरे
occasion at
धेरै
just the
राउन्ड
right
जितिसक्यो
time.
त्यसले गरेर
But here's the full buyback from Sentinels. Neural Theft available if they can get a pick. Great Cosmic Divide comes out though from Floppy to make it a bit harder for them to fight for that early map control out middle in garage without having to waste this drone to make sure that no one's getting on those forward angles. Shazam will clear it out now and start to get a little bit of intel towards the front of B, but not a whole lot, man. So they're really stuck at this point. Really having to play a lot slower than maybe they were hoping to.
And it looks like Cloud9 have got Sentinels shaking in their boots. It's another slow approach here. And things have been so...
एकछिन है के भइरहेछ यसो हेरौँ न आज त एकचोटि खोलेर हेरेको थिएँ Valorant त्यसपछि के पनि हेरेन होला लाइक मार्केट एकचोटि हेरेँ प्राइम भ्यान्डर लगाएको छ कि छैन भनेर अनफर्चुनेटली नो अनि के एक स्पाइक्रस हाने होला त्यति नै के गर्ने भएन अरू ग्लिच पप अपरेटर छ के सोभरेन गोस्ट ग्यालेरिया बक्की प्राइम क्लासिक यो प्राइम क्लासिक चाहिँ मन पर्थ्यो तर लाइक इट्स महँगो के पिस्तोलको त अलिकति कम हुनुपर्छ नि प्राइस यार 1775 पिस्तोलको पनि यो राइफलहरुको पनि सेम प्राइस राइफल एसएमजी अपरेटर मसिन गन्स पिस्तोल सबैको एउटै के प्राइस पिस्तोलको चाहिँ अलिकति कम भएको भए किन्थे होला म बरु प्राइम कस्तो किन्नु मन छ मलाई यो कस्तो लाग्ने पनि खत्रै लाग्छ के चुई लाग्छ के चुई लाग्छ है के मन थियो मलाई ओके मेरो पोइन्टर देखेर छ नि के भएको I don't know
wonky, right?
Anyways,
It's been
let's continue.
a Cypher on top of the box C. It's been an Astra on top of the boxes A. Cloud9 have really shown us a very dynamic defense and the versatility in it as well. And a lot of it catching Zombs off guard. You know, if you hear the Raze on A, if Raze isn't on the box, there's not a whole lot of other people who can get on the box, but then they still manage to find a way.
Well, Sick got to run it back with that orb, so that's going to give them a big weapon to try to make sure that they get control of this A site. Last time, it faltered. They were not able to get a pick. Did not get a value at all. And look at this. Cloud9 Blue's already rotated 3 players onto the site, but here comes all the
Ooh, Dapper.
out. Dapper able to get onto Leaf. Run it back is still in play here, and the rest of the team will just kind of follow in behind it like a battering ram. Everything going their way. Not a single player has fallen for Sentinels, and they tie this thing right back up 11-11.
What? Smoke भित्र spray गरेर आवाज सुने थियो?
Exciting way to kick off the day, man.
Like this one was so freaking good.
Run it back is still in play here, and the rest of the team will just kind of follow in behind it.
You are like
a battering ram. Everything going their way. Not a single player has fallen for Sentinels, and they tie this thing right back up 11-11.
कसरी थाहा पाउँछौ? यतिकै स्प्रे हान्न चाहिँ छ भनेर कसरी थाहा पाउँछ? त्यसको आवाज पनि सुनेको थिएन होला यार. Oh my god, they are just too good. पुरा ह्याकै गरेर यसरी के हानेको. लाइक हामीलाई थाहा छ त्यहाँ छ त्यसले स्प्रे हान्यो त्यो हेर हैन. बट हाउ? तिनीहरूलाई थाहा भयो कसरी? How did they know?
I mean, we couldn't have asked for a more exciting way to kick off the day, man. It's come to this. The final rounds of regulation to decide whether or not overtime will come into play.
Dapper DJ खतरे गरे.
What else to say about that round other than just shoot through smoke? Just sometimes and shoot through smoke, because that a lot of the time can be the outcome, and it's so demoralizing in a round like that. Fortunately for Cloud9 Blue, they're in a position where they can lose a round. They have the credits for it.
There's hardly any other 1-2 punches more scary than Tens and Signer on form.
Yeah.
And that combined with everyone else just committing, full sending it with the ult, good Astra utility to help cover some angles, good awareness, good spacing and timing. That's what Sentinel's strength is. They have such a high skill ceiling. They have so many players who are willing to just go out there and trade and be fearless. And that type of brawly style can yield big, big results if your opponent's not on form and not prepared. And so here we go. Sentinels looking, they're not going to just be sight.
Intense has a rifle, but also popped the Blade Storm here. Might have spotted Floppy, able to toss out the Cloud Burst there. Hunter's here, going to come through, find Sick. Now the 1-2 punch is down, as is the second. Tens will fall, and Zombs is only able to trade back one, but the spike has since been planted. Neural Theft going to give out some information. Gravity Well going to keep Shazam at bay. Now they need to try and get the spike defused. 3 members still trying to fight for it. Nova pulls to try and find the stun. Dapper picks up one, shoots the legs of another, but Mitch only chipped away, and it's all up to Shazam. Needs to go clutch here. Finds the first. Make it another. He does just that. It's a 3K and map point for Sentinel.
And Shazam, I mean, we haven't talked about this man enough, but do this man justice. He's the IGL. He's the one having to pivot his role massively to accommodate Tens and make sure they get the most out of this roster. He has had so much weight on his shoulders, so much pressure to keep Sentinels going forward, and now he comes up with a huge clutch. You thought Mitch had that. He was making such a good press into middle. He was getting the frags that he needed. It looked like perhaps they were going to break through, but Sentinels right at the home stretch, right before the finishing tape, they're able to come back and get to map point first. Now, the way Cloud9 Blue's been playing, I would not be shocked to see overtime, but Sentinels seem on one right now. They have recovered a couple of rounds here to take this lead right back.
Hunter Shuri Cosmic Divide available for Sentinels. It's only going to be that neural theft for Mitch. There's that Cosmic Divide to split that C site, and it's looking to be...
Oh, it comes out to the fast flank again, man. It does, especially because Hunter's Fury is in play for Shazam at the back of Long C. So they need to make sure that this flank does not ruin them. They need to keep Shazam alive.
I think the drone spotted all three, and Leaf tries to continue with that flank. It's snipped out, taken down. Now all 5 playing out.
Oh, this Hunter's Fury is going to
towards
ruin
this
them.
Long C area. And yeah, Hunter's Fury still available. No shock darts available, but that spike not planted in a very good spot. Fortunately, I believe Cloud9 do have some smoke options. Here come the Hunter's Fury going on down. Shazam trying to kick him off the spike. A huge flank from Tenzo coming on through garage, dashes onto the side. He's falling. Only needs to find one more. It's the going on down. Shazam trying to kick
गइसकेछ
a huge flank from Tenzo coming on through garage, dashes onto the side. He's finding 3 kills. Only needs to find one more. It's the 4th, and it's Tenzo.
Match that defensive win rate. Both teams got 8
See
rounds
that?
defensively in that matchup.
See that? टेन्सले गरेर यति राउन्डहरु जित्दा छ नि यिनीहरुले 100 Thieves-लाई यिनीहरुले जित्न सक्दैन थियो के लाइक टेन्स नभएको भए त्यो पहिलाको पाली पनि यो पाली पनि बट ठिकै छ ओके गाइस आई थिंक दिस इज इट आजको लागि यति नै होला बिकज 1 बजिसक्यो अनि 1 बजिसकेपछि हैन अब yeah. Okay. 1 बजिसक्यो मलाई पनि सुत्नु पर्यो किन सुत्ने कि सँगै हेरेर बस्ने दिन रात wish we could do that. I'd love to talk with you guys. केही छैन no worries भोलि पनि छ time so I think we're gonna end the stream now. Alright, thank you guys for joining. It was fun watching with you guys. Key the area now, but still. So, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And it would help me a lot. And I hope you guys had a great day. Stream normally लाग्यो होला लागेन भने you can just tell me किन के कसो गर्दा राम्रो हुन्छ. I would welcome any feedback. Every time you can just tell me. I would gladly welcome any feedbacks from you guys. So yep, thank you guys for joining my stream. It was late but still. Thank you guys. म अब अलिक चाँडो स्ट्रिम सुरु गर्नु पर्ला है. लाइक अब मम्मी अलिकति ठीक छैन त्यही भएर अलिक खानासाना पकाउने हेल्प गरिदिनु पर्छ त्यही भएर अलिक गर्न गाह्रो भइरहेको मलाई. Anyways, thank you guys for joining my stream. It was fun watching with you. भोलि पनि गरौँला कि त भोलि खेल्न सक्छु होला मेरो हात अलिक ठीक भयो भने. We'll see. Okay, thank you guys for joining till late. And I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. Sweet dreams, and please guys stay safe, take precautions. And I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. See you. Peace out. See you guys tomorrow.